There's a stream that shows a life of danger. To every game they play, they get stranger. With every move they make, another chance they take. Odds are they won't live to stream tomorrow. Secret Agent Games, Secret Agent Games. They've given you a rating and told you that you're lame. Hello, welcome one and all to the Slapdash Spy Games show on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. This is the show in which we play Slapdash Spy Games. Hello, Charkie. Hello, Johnny.
Told you, don't use real names for this one.
All right, 00C and 00J.
That's my last name. I told
Fuck!
you, don't use real names for... Anyway, hi, Cass.
Are you going to say hi to? Thank you, Johnny. 00. God, I'm not going to get the names right. I'm going to get you two killed in the fields.
All right, listen. We're going to go codename Charkie and codename Johnny Backhead, just spelled slightly differently.
Yeah, no H. Anyway, hello. Welcome. If you're still here after that drawn-out intro, after listening to me sing and barrel my way through a bit, this is going to be an episode where we play a bunch of Slapdash spy-based video games. We've assembled a collection of games spanning from the 1980s into the mid-2000s, centered around themes of stealth and espionage and secret agents et al. And we're going to make the assertion up front that most of these games aren't good. You know, they are on the Bad Game Hall of Fame after all. So let me go ahead and ask you up front, what is your familiarities with espionage, spies, intelligence agencies, shadow operators, et al?
Well, I could tell you.
Asking.
Yeah, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
I loved like spy stuff as a kid, as a very young child. I loved like, I mean, not real spy stuff, but you know, like James Bond, like James Bond. There wasn't a lot of stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
Just in general, like espionage and sneaky stuff. I thought that was all really cool without any sort of context of what that actually means in real life. I thought the idea of being a sneaky little son of a gun was a cool thing.
Yeah. Admittedly, James Bond, not a great representation of that, because he's not very sneaky or espionage-y.
No, the secret.
Like that movie where
it might
he
even be
fakes
hacked.
his death, and
It might even be hacked to make this observation, but James Bond, one of the worst secret agents who has ever lived, one of the least effective, least stealthy, makes international incidents every time he goes out into the field. Usually not qualities you're seeking in your spy.
I have to mention, you only live twice. They fake his death at the beginning of the film, and then he goes to his mission. The first thing he says, "Hey, this is James Bond. Hello." It's like, okay, good. Why did we do that? I like Kim Possible as a kid. That was cool. But you know, it's just general fiction. I was trying to think of like really good spy fiction I've seen outside of James Bond. And I couldn't remember many, but one did just come to me. I think it's The Kinsmen. Is that the one set during World War One?
Oh,
where they go, Rasputin's in it.
I know what you're talking about because it's the sequel to. Yeah, no, I mean, I watched the first one of those movies, the ones that you're mentioning, the modern ones. I think Colin Firth is in them.
Yeah,
not impressed.
Yeah, I liked that one where Rasputin was in it. He was something else, let me tell you.
Oh, and then there's also Powers.
Oh yeah. Which I saw before any James Bond, so a lot of those jokes went over my head.
Then you learned to appreciate them as you went through all the Bond films, I imagine.
Yeah.
Well, great, thank you. What a natural exchange we just had there. For my part...
Actually, the truth
that
is
was all
we were
coded.
speaking code.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Get your decoder rings out, folks.
Interpret that.
For my part, spy media. I've liked some spy movies, even outside of the James Bond. I think it's always an interesting theme. I find myself attracted to secret agent media, the idea of characters who are, you know, having to operate in the dark, whose morality is often compromised in their, you know, dogged devotion to government or whatever else have you. I think it's an interesting character archetype, and I'm sure that the video games we're going to play tonight will all explore like the deepest, darkest themes. They're definitely not like half kids games that we wound up with tonight. We definitely didn't end up with half of this being like GBA games tied into like PG movies. So I'm sure we're going to get the most like intimate sort of spy stuff that you can possibly manage in a video game. But before we get to any of that, one state secret that I've been holding on to is, and I'm going to give it away right here, folks. So, you know, be ready for the snipers to come after you. Be ready to be on the run after you receive this information. But the entire global economy, as we know it, actually hinges on one segment that occurs during this very stream. I'm, of course, talking about Charkie Stream Snack.
Oh, tonight's stream snack is Gatorade peanut butter chocolate chip protein bar. I hate them, but I will continue to eat them until they are gone because I don't like wasting food. And tonight's drink. Now, all right. So, being a spy, right? What you need, obviously you need skill. But if spy movies have taught me anything, it's that you need an equal amount of luck. So, I have Lucky Fuck Energy, Son of a Peach.
They gave up. They're not even fucking trying with that.
I haven't even gotten through all of the.
It should be Lives of Peach.
Maybe, but this is. Oh, maybe, you know, like, oh, that lucky son of a bee kind of thing. Who knows? I will say also, once again, the image of the fruit on the front is disgusting. I have a strong hunch that the pictures they use are AI generated because they look gross in that AI way, right? Like, it looks like an NFT image of a peach, like if someone made like Bored Fruits Yacht Club or something. It would kind of maybe
don't
look like
give
that.
them ideas. The next thing we know.
But anyway, let's give it a taste real quick, and I'll give you the verdict immediately. Mm-hmm.
All my fruits gone.
That is, that, you know, peach is a flavor that comes up a lot in energy drinks. I would say it's like one of the most common energy drink flavors as far as I can tell. But this one, tastes different. Maybe even a little. Now maybe I'm having a stroke, but it tastes a little smoky to me. It's got something different going on.
Smoked peach.
You ever seen people put watermelon on
like...
a grill? Like just like they grill watermelon?
Yes.
That's
the trick is you have to cut the watermelon really thin, right? If you want to make
the trick is you don't do it.
Too thin.
The trick is you just enjoy a watermelon without having to like put fucking bullshit like grill marks on it or whatever. You don't dehydrate the fruit. That the entire appeal of it is like this, like it tastes like water in your mouth, like a sweet.
Well, let me ask you:
you
put salt on your watermelon?
No, I put tahini on.
Okay. This is all right, but this is weird. This has flavor, a flavor profile I can't really nail down. It is peach, that's for sure, but it tastes like no other peach energy drink I've ever had. Not in a bad way per se, but I'm also don't think I'm gonna come back to this one in the future if I get more Lucky Fuck Energy. Cass, what did you bring today?
Very stealthily, I sneaked a can of Monster Energy Ultraviolet. Sorry, I wish I had something more on theme. What would be on theme for spies? Vodka martini, shake not stirred. Fuck!
Yeah.
I should have thought of that. Why didn't I think of that? That's so obvious.
Do you have a martini shaker on you?
No.
Okay,
I don't mix my drinks. I just drink everything straight, so.
And Johnny, what did you bring tonight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I was feeling kind of like a double agent. So that's why I went with double drinks, baby. 2 drinks, continuing. Got my vanilla iced coffee. I've opened the bottle of the espresso, so I have to finish it or it'll go off. But I've got a different hot chocolate today from the candy-based ones. This is based on Maltesers, the little chocolate-covered balls. And let me see what this one's like. That's pretty good. It's got that biscuity taste. And then I have I'm gonna call this a mystery cupcake because my mum got it from some social thing she went to, and I don't know what flavor it is. It has like a small bit of like a candy bar put on the top, and I don't know what bar it is either. So, it's secret. It's a secret one, and I'll get into that later. So I'll let you know how that is.
That's what I say. I appreciate folk in chat, commenting on, grilled watermelon on burgers. I see a fun pizza remark from I Am Headful. And Big Boy Big asks, or states, drink a peach. Everyone loves references to Allman Bros albums. Was that an intentional reference that you made, Charkie, or that the ad copy made? I can't remember.
Oh, no, it was son of a peach instead of son of a bitch.
Yeah. I could eat a peach for hours.
Everyone loves face-off references.
Yeah, it's a spy film, kinda.
We'll roll with it.
Yeah, sure. And that will do it for Charkie Stream Stack.
Very good. Thank you. This segment will now self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy, I feel real sloppy right out the gate today. It's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be a fun
energy show.
Where I come from, we call that wet work.
I will say also that we're doing this show in place of. We were supposed to start Colossal Cave 2023. The 2023 remake of Colossal Cave was supposed to start today. Is voted for by our patrons, but I didn't get the history section together. So we did sort of slapdashedly, if you will, throw together this stream for just such an occasion. So we will start that up next week with any luck, unless I decide to delay it again. You never know. Anyway, let's cut away to that main stage. And we got the gun barrel. Just like spies, they carry guns. Where do spies carry their guns? This is not a joke, but what type of holster do they use?
I would imagine. Well, you know what? I actually don't know the answer to that because I wouldn't know what actual spies do.
Shoulder holster. And you always do a shoulder holster with if you're a spy, so you can like conceal carry your gun between like your arm and your pit. I learned that from Columbo, from one of the best episodes of Columbo. But anyway, we're here now on the main stage, staring down the barrel, ready to play some bad games for the presumed amusement of folk at home. So let's start with the earliest game. We always do these chronologically, in case you don't know. So our first game of the night will be 1983's Secret Agent for the Atari VCS. I say 1983. This game didn't actually come out. This is actually one of their prototypes that has been leaked online, probably through Atari Protos. This was meant to be published by Data Age, also developed by them. And I believe this is a paddle-style game, meaning that you have to turn the dial to move your character left and right across the screen. So you probably won't spend too long on this one. There's only so much you can milk from Atari VCS titles, but this one definitely jumped out at me. Give me just a second to show it on the stream.
All right, yep.
Okay.
I feel like you could have lied about the premise of this game before it starts. You could have said a completely different theme, and people in chat would have believed it, because it's so abstract.
What, this doesn't read as spy to you? This doesn't immediately read as, like, Secret Agents 007 at all?
I am uniquely confused as to which thing you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, and what you're supposed to be collecting.
Your answers, your questions will be answered in just a minute. I'm just dialing the volume in. Oh, I can control with the mouse if I want to.
There we go.
So you're the fella. You're the dude.
Yeah,
The
little
game has
strong
not
man
actually started
lifting-
yet. I have to actually press start for it to.
Yeah. You're playing as the strong man lifting up the dumbbell.
So we are this guy at the bottom. As I'm to understand the premise of this one from the leaked details of it, that's the spy up top doing secret agent things. We are merely collecting the spoils of war, the things he is dropping here at the bottom of the screen. And when we collect enough, there's meant to be an audio cue. And then we drop our loot to the boats below to cash it in.
So are you in that first level? Were you collecting United States secrets? Because they're all like dossiers with U.S. on them.
I can only assume that, or it's supposed to be just like straight money. Like these
I'm
look
really
like bags
trying
of
to
cash.
figure out what these things are. Like
Yeah.
the things you're
I do
collecting,
like-
I kind of get.
Oh shit!
I do like though when you pick up the things, you just turn into a $sign. It's very blinking, you'll miss it.
Oh yeah, it's real short.
Oh my god, it controls very badly. Needless to say. I mean, granted, I am using a D-pad rather than a paddle, as it was meant to be played. I do know that this game gets like fast if you manage to keep it going for a minute.
Yeah, it's very kaboom on
Yeah,
Atari.
That's what I was thinking.
Can I get out of there? Yes, get out of a sticky situation like a secret agent might.
Okay, so grenades and gas canisters full of money.
I see we're getting comments in chat.
It's the next one that, well, yes. Technolodle says, my favorite Bond film, The Bugs. What are these blue things?
Nothing good, I can tell you that much for free.
They look like upside down boats
Sharks?
to me.
They look like upside down sharks to me.
Oh, because I thought the bit sticking out was like a smokestack. Jodrio actually points out this is a metaphor for the Cold War.
Oh yeah, I knew they were gonna cut deep tonight. Fuck, you know I don't want to cheat. Can I cheat? Will you let me cheat, game? No, I can't rewind. What? Why isn't my rewind working?
It hasn't been authorized yet. Gotta call HQ.
When the scene changes, is that after you've dropped off your stuff?
I don't think the
Does that
scene
happen
ever really
automatically?
changes, per se.
So let me redefine scene. The things that are dropping down. See, that's a change.
I mean, that's just timed to some extent.
Okay.
I could
So-
just... Fuck.
Yeah,
There's
it's
my
funny though. I think
rewind.
when you...
Oh!
Oh no, you do lose score when you get hit. Okay.
Right. It's hard to rewind in a paddle game. Let me explain this. So when you rewind in a paddle game in this emulator, it retains the position that you were at before you rewound because it's tracking like a static value. This is just garbage. I don't think rewind. Maybe there's a reason why I didn't rewind it first because this doesn't work in this because it is not made for rewinding.
Bob
Anyway,
Nair
this doesn't seem
asks,
good.
Yeah. That's related to that. Bob Nair asks, should we be worried about what's going on the bridge? That's just something to watch. That's just for funs.
I think the boxes, like the hit boxes or whatever on the hazards are fucking huge.
So
Man.
the thing I was going to ask was, at any point did you ever drop off things into those boats and I missed it?
I tried once, but you have to wait for this audio cue that, I can't hear because you got you guys talking in my ears. And I have the game down low, so I'm missing those cues.
It's not a pleasant cue. It just sounds like the game going... Yeah, it's that sound.
There.
I did notice that, yeah, for some reason the different pickups do give you different points amounts. But, yeah, that doesn't really mean much because not much has changed.
I think it's
So
just
it's
meant to be
giving
like an escalation in difficulty, and the correspondingly gives you a higher score. Oh my god, they didn't catch it? I dropped it right on top of them.
I think you waited too long. Okay, so I guess another tell as to when it's ready is they stop moving.
Did that just miss?
I think that missed, yeah.
That went between the boats? Yeah, there's a reason why this one didn't
sorry.
get released.
Sorry, we missed the intel and we don't have anyone on the boat who can swim,
Yeah.
so...
I mean, that stuff fixed. That would have been nice, but also, yeah, this comes off as like the... This would have been a hot room on Microsoft, hot release on Microsoft's game room.
This is like the good first, maybe like level of a game, and then you design an actual game that happens at some point after this screen.
I mean, that's a
it's
lot of
an Atari
Atari
game.
2600 games are just that.
I don't know. This is the era of like.
What year was
the
this
Indiana
one, actually, I
Jones
should
game?
ask?
This is '83, so the Indiana Jones game would have come out. with
Okay, yeah, that
multi-screen.
was.
E.T. would have come out.
It also didn't come out.
So anyway, that'll do it for Secret Agents. That's our historical pick for the nights. We always got to have one when we do the theme nights. Though this one only comes out 6 years later in the arcade, so I guess this is still somewhat historical. I guess most of these games are historical. If you consider that Xbox 360 and PS3 now count as retro, this is an all retro nights.
Don't.
I mean, who gives a shit? It's all arbitrary. I mean, console generations as a concept is an arbitrarily defined concept. The idea of 5th gen, 6th gen.
one, but
The PlayStation 4 is over a decade old at this point. We can't keep doing this.
I was going to tell you that the PS4 is retro now.
It is, yeah.
Well, speaking of retro, this one's proper retro, is being a 1989 release, an arcade release. It is Sly Spy. Or I believe there is another name for it in different territories. I think in Europe it is called The Secret Agent, as a matter of fact. Anyway, this is a Data East title, and I think this is knockoff Bond. I mean, most of these games tonight are going to be knockoff Bond in one way or another, in some capacity. I think it's just kind of the nature of the beast. But this one in particular, I think, is just like literally off-brand Bond, to the point where there is a golden gun you collect the pieces of and assemble in the course of the gameplay loop. So Tatey's playing fast and loose with it, as we will soon see.
Yeah. I'll say off that background image, they're also going for very 80s, like late 70s, early 80s, Roger Moore era. That's the kind of cars they were using in those films.
Sly Spy.
Here, hold this gun. Don't ask questions. If you don't mind, actually rub your fingers all over it.
All right, this is the demo. I just want to make sure everything's copacetic, good to go. Did you hear that bit of voice acting at the top where they said the name of the game and it didn't match with the name of the game on the screen? Because the lady said Sly Spy instead of Secret. Anyway. Okay, what's press 1? I wonder if... Okay, I know what the issue here is. Wrong controller. That's why I couldn't rewind. That's why I couldn't... That's what it has to be. Yeah, sure enough. Okay, reserved for me. Thank you. There we go. It'll be nice to have control over the games. Bam.
Welcome, Agent.
Glad to be here. Enter your security clearance code by using the joystick. I wonder if this is like a password. Start off on like some particular stage. Oh, well, I waited too long. Agent 777. Council for World Domination terrorists have infiltrated the city. Get them before they kill innocent people.
Oh, that might just be your name entry screen. Like, you pick what number agent you want to be.
Yeah. Pretty good start.
I mean, this game wastes no time.
Agent 777, no, these are from our guys. They jumped out of the same plane you did. Stop.
This is your backup.
I go alone.
I don't know if this game is bad necessarily, but I know it is bullshit.
Yeah, very hard from my understanding.
Oh, shucks.
Ah, American Agent.
Jesus. Wasting no time again.
You're Agent 777. The president wants to do a photo op at the Lincoln Memorial. Defeat all tourists.
Great job.
Thanks, off-screen announcer man. One of CWD's leaders has escaped my car. Look for black sedan. Alright, time to kill every black sedan on the road. I'm sure that can't describe more than 1 or 2 cars.
That was a black sedan. That was a black sedan. I've always wanted to drive a motorcycle, but then again, I would also be scared to death to drive a motorcycle. I feel like I'm accident prone enough, just in general, that the moment I got on a motorcycle, sat down on a still motorcycle, I would somehow do a backflip and break my neck.
Passing by the Data East headquarters.
This whole city brought to you by Data East.
Yeah, before video games, they were big into urban planning. Picked up some valuable skills, just like the company that made Death Crimson. Nicole started off just doing CAD software. You know, humble beginnings for these game developers.
Maybe you're driving in a circle.
That's something I do miss. It's not a style you really see in games where they take place in a world that is like they're the biggest brand ever beyond video games. It's just like, oh yeah, you're in Neo Geo world, just like everything is based on SNK IPs in consoles.
There's a time where that would have been cool.
Close to that.
Yes, that's the close we have to that. Yeah.
See, that's what would happen to me.
The nuclear missile has been set. Oh shit. I gotta put a quarter in now. Oh, thank God. We averted disaster.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
3.
Oh. Trying to figure out the patterns.
I've noticed by the
And explode.
okay. I guess the health
kinda
bar on the
hoping-
enemy was lying because it didn't really go down. It just kind of disappeared.
So let's see.
I was kind of hoping that was going to be like a clown car sedan.
Yeah.
I'm
That would
switching
have
to
like
4x3.
7 people in there.
This game is probably best seen in 4x3.
Tiger. White Tiger. Siegfried and Roy.
Oh, Chelnov. Atomic Runner Chelnov references in this game because Data East is shameless. Good for them, though. Bad game.
Was Data East also Karnov?
Yeah.
Are we going to see Karnov?
God willing.
Oh, we're on the Data East cruise liner.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see some bad dudes as well.
Now, when is a game developer going to be brave enough to not only insert themselves in the game, but make themselves the villain?
Ubisoft did it. Assassin's Creed. They work with the Templars.
Yeah. I don't know if it's confirmed, but those rumors that they're cutting those real-life segments out of that Assassin's Creed 4 remake feels a bit on the nose that they're like, oh, maybe now that we are actually being exposed as villains, we should hide that stuff. That's the reading I get on that.
Big problem with this game. You can't run and shoot at the same time, and that really makes this tricky.
Oh, yeah, bad dudes. Called it.
Jaws?
Jaws and arms.
That is a fun, like, 80s Bond gimmick, just to have a guy who... Oh, by the way, I could just block bullets with my arms. And then make a little ding noise.
I think I'm going to need a second life for this one.
You okay? He's just poking his foot.
Oh,
Like, hey, fella,
you know,
all right?
Fiape Fiasco does point out John Romero is the true final boss of Doom 2.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good one, yeah.
Great job.
Time to go swimming.
I'll
Don't forget
mention,
your harpoon.
he wasn't actually responsible for that. That was like the R team playing a joke on him. And it just ended up in the final game.
God, of course there had to be a fucking swimming section.
Yeah.
I will say about this game, a lot of modality.
Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
a lot
It
of
really,
stuff.
really moves, yeah. Like, yeah, no, this game is kind of cool. It's just trying to play this bit where you had to put money in seems brutal.
I mean, this screen is literally 90% enemies by volume.
Yeah.
You can give me a golden gun, but it's not
say-
going to help when I have limited ammo for it.
I have played games, though, I will say, and maybe this is a testament to your gameplay prowess, but I have played games where you wouldn't have gotten this far in the amount of quarters you put in. It is kind of bullshit, but you've only spent like less than $1. You spent $1.
Yeah, I'm spending
Now,
$1
after
now.
this.
This is the dollar threshold, I believe. I mean, at least they give you a health bar for what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Also, at least most arcade operators were doing stuff real cheap here, where you weren't actually spending $1 per credit.
This is the worst version of Shark I've ever played. It's We'll see how much further we
You
get
know
in
what
this.
CWD means?
That's it was the terrorist groups.
Yeah, but what does it stand
No,
for?
what does it mean? Yeah. Oh, there's Karnov.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. They said it in the first cutscene, and I completely forgot. It was like the cancel of world something.
Oh, okay. Domination, probably.
Yeah.
Destruction. Discounts. It's Groupon. I mean, back when I worked at like a retail store, I think like Groupon websites were my enemy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, no, the real villain. Fight the real bad guy.
I like we've got these like very stereotypical like foreign evil guys, and then there was just a guy with a mohawk who's joining in.
Yeah, those
Part of
punks.
these
You gotta watch
guys.
out for them.
Yeah. Just joining
I mean,
in
I
on
hear
the
they
fun.
don't love the queen, so.
I want to imagine like a Bond movie where he is infiltrating like a base and it's just full of dudes, like hundreds of dudes. And he just like shoulder tackles through all of them and runs through like the dangerous shit. Like, ow, fuck, don't care. I'll take the hits.
There's a hologram from the enemy leader. We missed their message completely. What
It
can
was
you
very
do?
quality, so
Don't forget, there are many spies like you over the world.
speaking of Yakuza, this is just like Yakuza 2.
I know it's that lady screaming help, but I want to imagine it's the tigers just meowing like cats.
For a second I thought it was them, yeah.
How many fucking tigers does this guy have? Usually, like, one is enough to be, like, a status symbol for, like, a rich-ass villain. This dude bought an entire zoo. That's true villainy.
Who was that? Who started that movie? He bought a
Brad
whole
Pitt.
ass zoo.
Yeah, I believe that was a Brad Pitt banger. Is that a weapon down there? No, just extra bullets. Oh, I think it's one of the stages where you gotta go down.
Actually, I think
Context
that was-
clues.
I think that was Matt Damon, actually.
Was it?
Oh, see that bullshit there? You landed
I-
directly between two enemies facing you.
Yeah, I can't hold down to look down, so I have a feeling it's gonna happen again and again and again.
Again,
No,
it did.
I just want to say I was really disappointed that they did not greenlight the sequel to We Bought a Zoo. Stop buying goddamn zoos.
I'm still waiting for Goodwill Hunting too, like they teased in Jane
Jane
Silent
Silent
film.
Bob, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, production hell, it's a hell of a thing.
I feel like I've mentioned this before about the era of video games, where if you had a video game that managed to come out, you would automatically get a movie deal for it, more or less.
Yeah.
Kind of back in the late PlayStation 2 era of things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm hearing more about that now. I'm hearing more game coming out now saying, and we got the movie deal right here, ready to go.
And then we'll bring you the news when it's canceled, too, here at IGN. You know, it's a sick beat. You get 2 guaranteed news stories out of it. You get the announcement of the movie deal, and then you get to announce its inevitable fucking cancellation.
Someone in chat earlier mentioned Oddjob, and here we go.
But I feel like with the success of, you know, the Sonic movies and Iron Lung and what's that other one? Exit 8 actually did okay, I think. So I think we're gonna be seeing like a lot more of them now. Not even actually coming out, but I think people are gonna be like, wait, video game movies are gonna work this time.
Thanks, Sonic.
It's funny though, a lot of those like 2001s, like some that got announced, have ended up getting something that paid off like a decade or two later. Like we are getting a God of War show now. That had a movie deal back in like 2005, 6.
Oh, level's so nice we gotta do it twice.
Ah, okay, that's not great.
Well, I don't even know why I'm
Actually,
playing
find
this
the
game
guy
this long, but
I mean, it's gonna be quick.
it'll be an easy crown. It'll be an easy. Whenever we actually finish a game on stream, in the YouTube description where we do the time codes, I always put a little trophy next to it, and that's how you know that we finish a game. That's how I indicate to myself that I need to put it on the games we completed list, so we can do our annual ranking show.
chat talking about what I was talking about video game movie stuff. I'm Headful says, reviews aside, both Five Nights at Freddy's movies did gangbusters. I gotta be honest, I forgot those movies came out.
Yeah, I did not know they were doing well enough to
Too.
I didn't even realize the first one did it well enough to do a sequel.
And people also forget we got the
I'm sure about
Minecraft
that.
movie, and that did surprisingly well.
and
Unsurprisingly, I should say.
Technology says they lied about the Skibbity Toilet movie, so I don't know what I want to know or what to believe.
It's very strange, the Minecraft movie success.
I mean, it's not.
Well, no, but it's not. No. The way it wasn't successful because, like, oh, it's a great adaptation. It was just, oh, this is a shitpost in movie form.
There's no way to dodge these missiles, by the way. Can I just say, these
Yeah.
missiles, fucking impossible projectiles to dodge. Let's shoot 50 of them, have them homing in on you at all times. I'll just take damage to save time, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Great job.
I mean, that's how a lot of arcade games were designed at the time. Was just, okay, this is the point where they die, so they put more money in.
RoboCop. That is just RoboCop.
Yeah, actually, it is.
And Data East did make the RoboCop arcade game, so that's them being
Alright,
cheeky.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when do we fight Burger Time guy?
Crossover we didn't know we needed.
What was that? There was a Burger Time game from, I want to say it was like a 7th gen game, but it was like the cover of it had a really depressing looking Burger Time dude. Like, he looked just like profoundly sad. If Slime Generator's in chat, I think she would know what I'm talking about, actually.
God, the enemy count really got bad there.
Well, this is the enemy headquarters. Jesus,
Yeah.
wept. Give me that golden gun, please. This at least has penetration. Will I keep it when I die? Oh, some enemy's pallet is fucked there. I don't know if you can tell behind
saw
me.
that.
Oh, he's just...
There we go.
Again, this would be cool if it wasn't bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, you know, there's some nerd out there who can one credit clear this, as there is for every bullshit arcade game. But the fact that, you know, a small handful of nerds out there can one credit clear these games doesn't actually mean that they're fair. Just because some losers have enough time in their lives to dedicate to these bullshit games doesn't actually make them fair.
He turned into a ladder. But I remember what it was. Burger Time World Tour. Do yourself a favor, folks. Look up what Burger Time World Tour Peter Pepper looks like.
Go with our big returning villains.
Give me back my gun, please. Because Jaws knocks the gun out of your hand as part of his fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For a second, I thought there was like an ammo counter. I was just not noticing on
There
screen.
is an ammo counter. It's in the lower left.
Yeah, there is, but if you run out of ammo, you also
yeah.
drop the gun. So it's two different ways to get stuck with fisticuffs.
Yeah, no, my microphone stand was covering that.
You are a terrible secret agent. You haven't finished off any of these people you fought.
I gotta predict whether it's a jump or a crouch, and I'm not successful.
Oh yeah, there is no way to react to that.
It's like those guards in Legend of Zelda 2. Except those are fun to fight.
It's gonna be at the top.
Yar's
what are you
Revenge.
shooting exactly? Yeah.
Is this the correct thing that you're doing? Okay.
Great job.
That must be amazing if you run out of ammo. Is that supposed to be George Bush Sr.? Or is that
Good luck,
the
Sly.
wrong era?
You stopped CWD and saved the world, but you missed a few things. Better go back and get them. Try again.
I'll just have to take all these beautiful women then.
Consolation prize. Booby prize, if you will. Well, you know what that means. Certainly not the worst thing we've played, even though it was designed by a sinner. Even though a literal sinner developed this. Yeah, this one of those awful quarter munchers where you're tantalized by the promise of hot babes riding in a car with you at the end. And, admittedly cool, like little action set pieces, doing all the spy things. But having some bullshit reveal that actually there were some secrets you were meant to collect along the way without any indication as to that at any point prior. Is
you beat up 007, by the way, I noticed.
Sly Spy.
Yeah, I bet arcade operators love this game, maybe.
That will do it.
I know, all things said, I don't think you spent that much money on this one.
I think I spent like $3 or $4, assuming they were only making you pay a quarter for it. Which, not always a guarantee.
I feel like back in the days of this game, you were more likely to be spending a quarter.
Well, I think you'd have to spend a little more than a quarter on your next game. Perhaps the price of a fish sandwich. For our next game will be James Pond Underwater Agent. Developed by Millennium Interactive, published by Electronic Arts in and around 1991. This is the Sega Genesis version. I know for a fact there are versions for other platforms. This probably started off as an Amiga game. I'm just going to hazard a fucking guess.
Yeah. They're Amiga core. But this is a game.
Go ahead.
I know you don't want to play it.
I refuse to play it. I was going to say that I actually refuse to play this one. I'm not going to
I'll
fuck with
play
underwater
this
gaming.
Because I rented this game as a kid for the Genesis. I don't remember if I liked it or not. I just very distinctly remember I played this game once as a kid.
Sounds like it really stuck with you.
Yeah, it did. Because I still remember. James Pond otherwise would have no space in my memory for things. I would not have any reason to know what James Pond was had I not personal experience with the fish himself.
Say what you will about it. He gets the girls.
I even remember at the time when, thank you. I even remember at the time when James Pond 2 came out and it was RoboCod and it was this RoboSwitch thing. I was like, nah, this isn't cool. Bring back the spy stuff.
And my familiarity is that I got the official PlayStation UK magazine almost up until it stopped publication. And in 2002, 2003, there weren't many games. So what was the cover game? James Pond 2.
Okay, now that's simple locate keys.
Let's figure out who's in control. Let's see who's in
control. I already figured that
out. I haven't pressed the button yet.
All right, locate keys, free trap lobsters from cages before they are abducted by evil lobster catchers. Good luck, Pond. Press fire.
The press fire is a clear giveaway. This started as an Amiga game, and they just didn't bother to replace that text.
All right, I seem to only have the one button.
Shoots bubbles. Oh, it's like Sailor Mercury.
Yep, Amiga. I mean, beyond the press fire thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me there's secret blocks in the air.
There was one. I don't know what it did.
I feel like this game's going to be in the same universe as Baldi's.
I feel like I should be dressed as a secret agent or something right now, and
you
not
have a bow tie
a clown.
Yeah, it does look very clown suit, the colors they've gone with.
Well, sorry, fellow. Exit's open, so I don't have to deal with you. Actually, where is the other oil?
The key's up there, too, on the right-hand side, it looks like. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was... If you had the wrong kind of TV, you might not have been able to see that.
Liberating lobsters.
Frappe Fiasco in chat says, I remember my dad was watching James Bond on TV after they played this game, and Frappe kept waiting for a fish to jump out of a fountain or something in the course of that in the course of the movie, I presume.
Yeah. Okay, save them before they're mutated. What? Was that no? Whoop. Hi.
Okay, how
God,
many
that,
times
no,
are we...
no, infinity, no, not infinity. No, god damn. All right.
Sorry. Had to.
So
I
there's-
realized the par was broken there. Okay, we're good.
So there's no invincibility frames. Period.
Oh,
So if you get hit,
okay.
you will keep getting hit, and you are also
Yeah,
constantly
that's-
losing health. I'm gonna die. Where do I go?
do you have to...
That way? Okay.
Should be
I
slightly
just realised
better.
an indication for the night is we're probably going to hear these free James
That was a mine.
Bond chords a lot tonight.
There was also a little secret agent man in this one.
Yeah, which also features that chord structure in the intro.
Yes. Okay, you good. All right.
Can I just say?
Okay, now this is actual clown carousel music.
Guess
now.
I can't. Can I just say that just looking at this game, glad I'm not playing it. This looks tedious as fuck. It looks like at least the water control isn't the worst in the universe. It's not like, is it active swimming where you're having to fight against like the tide, the current?
Not at all. Not at all. It's just move around in a space.
Well, that's
it.
good at least. They didn't go with the worst possible game they could have made.
No, I just have free movement around here. Why? Damn it. Oh, thank you for letting me get those things. Why am I constantly taking damage, though, is part of it. And sometimes getting up... No, now I'm not taking damage. In here, I'm taking damage.
Yeah, something bad about this water.
But the thing is, on the... Oops. All right. The thing is, like, on these screens, the ones that actually have the radioactive stuff, I don't lose health. On the screens where it's fine, maybe I'm just a mutant already myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it, without the presence of radioactive shit, James
Yeah, you
Bond
are
will
freakish. Yeah. It's not natural that a fish has fingers, as shown in the bottom right illustration on the HUD.
Yeah.
Die. Oh, is that my life counter? Is he saying 3 lives?
Yeah, and when you're down to 1, he just sticks the middle finger out.
What happened there?
I ran to a mine.
Really? I thought it was a clock.
Oh, I don't... Damn it.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see what the other mines now.
Yeah, fuck the
Those
people who
are-
made this game.
Those are not easy to see.
Okay, that first level was so easy to comprehend what you're supposed to be doing. I am so confused now. Like, I know, get these, go down to the... Whoops.
License revoked.
License revoked.
Do it all over again.
Bob and I
Alright.
mentions, hey chat, did you know, for God knows why, James Bond Pond 2 is on the Switch. But yeah, you gotta put everything on the Switch.
I feel like James Pond 2 was on a lot more stuff in general. Like, I feel like they thought that that was their cash cow. Alright, how do I get... Because if I lead them into the radioactive stuff, I think that's bad.
Keep skipping that trophy.
There's so much crap on the screen that I'm just focusing on what is going to...
And folks, this
Like-
game is, you know, an example of why you shouldn't pollute, because look at this.
Okay, so now he's doing this. Without touching anything, he's just like, okay. Alright, sure. That's the exit.
The
Again,
more
that
and more you play this, the more and more I don't get why this has a spy aesthetic in parts of the game. Because I feel like they've forgotten that already.
Like, the first stage, again, was so straightforward. It was just a straight line. Like, do the thing. Okay, you win. He's stuck up there now. And then this stage is just labyrinthian for some reason. Like, let me try... I feel like last time I did this, and I tried to go through one of these things, it just... No, it's fine now.
Is it
Clearly-
literally just you gotta catch some of these fish?
It's either that or there's a key, because, you know, that last pipe was locked off.
I think the last pipe opens up once I have hit a threshold. See?
Okay,
Exit
there we
open.
Okay,
So
yeah,
let's
you
just
see
get the fuck outta
the
here.
numbers, the yellow numbers there. I think the top number
Yes.
is how many are left, and the bottom number is
How many I've gotten?
how many you've... yeah.
safety, yes.
bugging the fuck out of me that you're not picking up the trophy. I don't give a shit about all the other
What
trash.
trophy?
Down. The big trophy there. Thank you.
There you go. All right.
Here, Charkie, have a trophy.
And a
Oh,
Rubik's Cube. Tell us about Rubik's
All
Cubes,
right.
Charkie.
I've started learning how to do Rubik's Cube stuff. I know how to solve a mini now. So when I take my break, I'm going to learn how to do a proper Rubik's Cube because I want to know that I still have a functioning brain. Wasn't I on mission 2?
Yeah, you skipped ahead to mission 4.
No, you went 1, 3, 4, I think. You skipped 2.
The fish with the golden bar.
There's an
They
old
gave up
vampire
immediately.
fish.
All right.
There's vampire fish in the stage.
I think that's called a lamprey.
Okay, this might be.
Why did that take? Well, that takes you to a different place. That mushroom?
Was that a secret warp? Well, you know how mushrooms are.
What an Amiga ass game. Derogatory.
Yeah, I think I'd rather
Also-
die than play this game.
Oh.
This is the kind of game where it's like, all right, you have to complete this game if you want to live, and I'll just be like, give me the bullet.
Huh?
Oh. Okay.
What? Look for items? Look for... I
was going to talk about how this music is very Magic Roundabout coded, and that's probably the most British reference I've ever made. But this game just keeps... Stuff just happens out of nowhere that they don't explain.
I'm so deeply confused.
Keep
Frappe
losing-
Fiasco in chat says, I'll mention the last level of this game is particularly bullshit. Oh, because it's been so nice. It's been so kind up until now. And Technolodal says, what would count as an Amiga game complimentary? Doesn't exist.
It took me a long time to think about it. Okay, so that warp was to up here.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay. Being out of water is
There.
not good for you. Oh, that's
But
the
I have
Captain
to go-
Blackbeard.
I have to go
Oh.
at Bluebeard. I have to go out of the water, though, to drop off the gold.
That's the
don't know who-
vampire fish.
I don't know who's waiting for me, like, above water that's working with the fish.
Your health
that
drains
sperm turned
so
into a pig.
quickly. Just being here is hurting you badly.
Yeah, I don't know why. Being in these caves is just, like, a hazard to life.
I'm feeling that too for some reason.
Oh. I am just confused. I just don't understand what's happening. What was that one screen I was on when I went to Bikini Bottom? Game over.
I think that's gonna do it for James Pond.
Sure.
That seems
See why I
fucking
never for-
abysmal.
You see why I never forgot the fact that I rented this game as a kid? Like,
Sure, I
something
can
about
see
that
that.
sticks with you.
And not positive either. Derogatory sticks with you. I already have an early hunch what worst of the night might be.
Maybe not, but most confounding of the night, for sure.
Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see as we move on to our next game of the night. Hey, speaking of the Amiga, this is Sly Spy and the Crystals of Armageddon, a 1992 release by way of ReadySoft. There's a DOS version of this as well. I was going to go with that at first, because it is the worst version, but it's worse to the point where it's unfucking playable. This is barely playable, this original Amiga version, but, you know, we're given the best possible chance here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame stream, a chance to really impress us, to wow us. I also know the only bit of trivia I know about this game is that Limbo the Lost, back when it was an Amiga game, back when they were developing it as a Amiga game, and they were already lifting assets from other games on Amiga, one of the games they lifted assets from was this. I think it was like in drawing a tunnel and a character moving
Yeah.
through a tunnel, they stole something from this game. So that game in development for nearly 20 years. Watch our playthrough. Watch our history of Limbo of the Lost.
Yeah.
Exhaustive.
Good one.
That's just me stalling.
Okay. Good Amiga games. Does Worms count?
that came out on so many other things, and I'm sure the Amiga version of it is the worst version of it, just by consequence of being on Amiga.
I mean, Team 17, it might have been the first version of it. Granted, like, Worms started getting good around after the first Worms, but still.
Let me.
I love that look on the one on the right's face. He had a really like caring and loving look on his face, looking at the guy on the left.
Yeah, that's our guy spy.
Can I just say real quick that recently OBS updated and changed their interface a bit, and I fucking detest it. It's the reason why we had a miscue earlier in the night. It's the reason why I'm like struggling to like get things working right now. They just made the interface objectively worse. As they often
why I
do.
never update programs. Updates never make programs better. They only make them worse. Stick with 1.0.
Scroll all the way down to done. A cinematic game. It has a lot of anime cutscenes, this one. To give it some amount of credit. Joe to Real says hard, please. No, I'm keeping it on easy because I know that even bumping up to medium makes it impossible. It's already impossible as is on easy, so. And gameplay.
Ooh. Whoever did the music was like, I've figured out what stereo sound is.
Oh, did you learn that at MI6? That little waddle?
Hold on. It's not controlling right. Okay, I'm gonna have to take 30 seconds out of the show to make sure this actually does what it's fucking supposed to do. I should be the default controller at all times for the purposes of this. Okay, wait, hold on, I wanna go to settings. It's gonna kill me if it keeps fucking with me like this. I'm also like blanking on like things that I should know that I used to be able to do this stuff off the dome. Configuration? No, saving? No, wait. Here we go. Save current. Fuck off. Whatever, it's fine. As long as I can control this game. So, this is joystick and single button, as Amiga games so often were. To move left and right, I have to hold up and left and up and right to do this little waddle here. And to aim, I need to let go of up, and then I can do free aim to a certain extent. Unless I want to try to move diagonally, try to move the cursor like up and to the left, move the crosshair, which it doesn't let you do.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Also, I liked that you were covering the UI elements when you're on the left and the right of the screen. That's a good sign.
Can't skip this. They were proud of animating this. I think if I continue, I don't need to sit through all of this again. So I'll remember to continue next time instead of letting it roll back to this. But yeah, this is another one of those games where it's cool in premise, but the execution just plays like fucking dog water. You notice the crosshair is just like flying all over the place.
Yeah, for a second I thought you were using a mouse somehow.
He has the walk of someone whose underwear is kind of ridden up their butt a little bit, but they think it would be rude to fix it in public, so they're just trying to hoping like it'll fix itself if they walk like this.
If you go to the edge of the screen, you get to this roll move, which might help throwing off the enemies. And also the train getting in the way gives you a moment of reprieve, so that's neat.
Don't say how you even can tell if you're taking damage out.
I can tell.
Meter on
It's
the
over to the
right-hand
right.
side.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, but I mean, like, there's no shots coming towards you, there's no hit indicator.
There's bullets on the ground that indicate where they're aiming approximately.
Yeah, those weird little V's.
I know someone in chat said, fucking Town with No Name. In this part of the soundtrack in particular.
Oh! Now that was a wide-ass stance, I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Try and do that.
You know,
Try and make your knees do that.
For a guy who was walking around there like he shot his pants, this guy has no ass on him.
Everything in this game moves so
He's
slowly.
assless.
It's so over-animated. They were way too proud of their animation in this.
You also have like a different health and ammo meter now.
I sure
Yeah.
do.
Levels.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, I'm fucked. Yeah, once the dynamite gets in the car, I think you're just fucked.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay, let me mash the button. Now we just have to
There
sit
you
through
go.
this minimum of cutscenes before getting back into the game. This feels like a Cinemaware game that wasn't. I mean, it has more gameplay than most Cinemaware games, if we're being fair here. But,
I feel like when I first saw this, that's who I was thinking of, and for some reason, all their game names have escaped me.
a Defender of the
Stupid.
Crown.
This feels like someone took the monkey's paw and asked, I wish Dragon Slayer is more of a real video
Dragon's
game.
Lair! Oh god, I spent like days forgetting the name of that game and kept wanting to call it Die Dungeon Man.
Also accurate. Music's kicking up. You don't have a crosshair here, do you?
Nope, I just have to judge based off of where he's aiming the gun.
Oh, we're aiming the dynamite.
Yeehaw!
Huh.
This can only end well.
I was about to ask if we're about to get to the visual novel scene. Oh, that was gameplay. You didn't recognize it?
Say something nice.
Oh, you have to impress her with your mating dance. I see.
I mean,
So, yeah,
it
it's
is
nice.
it is fun looking at these animations. Don't think it's fun playing them, but it's fun looking at them. And here you go, Bobinator in chat points out. So fun fact, this feels like Dragon's Lair because it was made by the guys who did all the PC and Amiga versions of Dragon's Lair. So yeah, they just thought, oh, we could do it for ourselves.
Is this that slap sport thing that Dana White tried to invest in?
I think it might be. It's great because every scene has complete different gameplay, so you have no time to acclimate. I do like his walk. I mean, say something nice. I like his walk. On this screen in particular.
It is, some of the walks they've gone for are just so strange to me.
Listen, I hate to say this, but can you slap back?
How can she slap? I'm trying to figure out how to do anything in this. I think I can just duck.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to start rewinding. Game this out.
What's the name of this one again? Spy Guy?
No,
Yeah.
Guy Spy.
Guy Spy.
Oh.
I made that same mistake when I was doing the categories.
Oh my god, I don't get it. And they don't give you, like, time to get it. Or, like, if they had, like, tutorials, or not tutorials, it's like instruction screens. It's like, hey, you're about to go up against, I'm sure her name is, like, Helga, right? You know,
So, alright. So, folks, if you're Googling Guy Spy, you're not going to get this game anymore. But you will get top gay phone chat line for men seeking men.
even better. This is as far left as I can go, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because some people in chat were speculating that the fire.
Yeah, well,
Was
if I
how
could
you get
go to
past.
the fire, I would love to. But this is as far left as I can go. So, like, I don't have any means of attacking. Like, am I supposed to just, like, juke her and get through the door? Because I don't have the movement speed to make that happen. Like, do I have to do it in the middle of, like, one of her animations? I have to, like, dodge one, right? And then... abysmal. This is just, it's the Cinemaware problem of games that are, like, objectively dog shit to play. They look cool. A lot of effort went into them, into the aesthetic, into, you know, like the pastiches and whatnot. But the part where you actually, you're not going to find
anything
fucking
about
shit
this.
for this.
So the best thing I can find is that you can also move diagonally.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm looking at a long play quick.
Mm-mm. I mean, I can try repeatedly.
So what I'm looking at is the manual of the game. It says guy will step in the direction the joystick is moved, including diagonal.
Nope, when I do diagonal, he
I'm-
just stands completely still.
Yeah, I'm watching someone play this section, and that is also not true.
Right? That's
Okay, no, you do know the solution, Cass. It is just incredibly annoying to do it.
Is it
You have
really, like, juke her?
Yeah. And then walk past her, yeah.
Okay, so I stepped into that slap. I can't not step into it.
I also have a level skip and level select codes, assuming they work.
Oh, I'm not playing this like for another fucking minute. If I lose this attempt.
Oh, okay. He can kind of move diagonally on this stage. Maybe it's only in the Amiga version.
This is the Amiga
Isn't
version.
this the Amiga version?
This is the Amiga version.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I misheard you earlier.
I mean, just, you know, on principle, fuck everyone involved in the development of this game. Fuck the wasted effort, wasted time. They had, like, talented artists putting together, like, these elaborate scenes, pouring their hearts into this, and they could not pair it with, like, even remotely acceptable gameplay. If, like, this is their idea of, like, a set piece, if this is their idea of, like, a thrilling scene that doesn't control at all, that is some of the most stilted movement of all time, then, you know, get out of the games industry, get into the animation industry. That's what they wanted to make. They clearly just wanted to make a movie. They wanted to make a spy movie pastiche or whatever. Stick to that.
You know what? I'm not that bothered. We can't get past this because this game gets a bit racially sensitive later. So.
Oh no, I was looking at the manual. It gets worse.
Whatever. That's fucking Guy Spy. Then that's as much of it as I.
Bear in mind that is a 20-minute game.
Yeah, a 20-minute game dragged out to 20 hours of trial, error, and banging your head against it. As so many Amiga games were back in the day. So many of those old computer games. This is something that's going to come up in when we do get around to doing Colossal Cave and doing the history of Colossal Cave Adventure at all, and just like the admiration these people who are making classic adventure games had for their own work, the masturbatory, like, you know, celebration of their like tedious trial and error bullshit games, and then like positing it as some sort of like, you know, intellectual superiority over the game developers to follow them and the consumers at large is a big recurring theme of that history section that I am currently penning. You know, spoiler alert, but Roberta Williamson, I believe, is that her name? Did I get her name right? Or is this Roberta Williams? I think it's just Roberta
Williams.
Yeah.
Anyway, she has one of the most embarrassing fucking quotes ever attributed to a human being in the course of that history section.
Cass has been dying to talk shit about Roberta Williams for weeks now.
I mean,
anyway, next game
for now. I'll have to wait till we actually. I'll have to reward myself after I actually write that history section. For now, I'm going to punish myself with more Slapdash Spy Games, including Spy vs. Spy, Mad Magazine's official Spy vs. Spy. There's also a subtitle to this, which is Operation Boobytrap. You know Spy vs. Spy, the Mad Magazine strip turned NES game. This is not the NES game. There's a Game Boy Color Spy vs. Spy game, which is just the NES game.
I actually did not know that. This is just a name I've always heard of and never actually played any of the games.
Oh, you didn't miss
I've
much.
I've just known the name. I've just always seen these guys.
And, you know, Spy vs. Spy comics, you know, it's just like Looney Tunes shit. But, you know, it was originally just like drawn, and Looney Tunes loses something in comic form, I will say, trying to do slapstick comedy just in like the span of 3 or 4 panels. I mean, it can be done. I just never found Spy vs. Spy particularly amusing.
I liked it as a kid. I read my sister's Mad Magazine comic collections.
I preferred Cracked magazine back when Cracked.com was not a Cracked.com, but was in fact a Cracked magazine. That's how they got their start, and people forget that. But they shouldn't, because those magazines were awful. They were just doing Mad, but even edgier. Like, that was their entire raison d'etre, was to be an edgier Mad magazine. Okay, I guess I'll play this one.
Now, I also rented the NES version of this as a kid, but as you said, this is not the NES game.
Hey, look, instructions in the game, novel concept. Without this case, you can only carry one item.
They had to use text speech.
Oh, wow. Just straight up, here are the controls on a Game Boy game.
I forgot to mention, developer Kotobuki System, and published by Vatical in 1992.
Yeah.
So names, both names I'm unfamiliar. You know, I think I do know Kotobuki System. I couldn't tell you what they made, but it's not the first I've heard of them.
The tutorial?
Holy shit. Oh, they actually want me to participate in this.
Yeah, button on.
Jodoril says, now if you're playing black, you want to do the Sicilian opening on this.
Well, I've invested.
Okay, I'm doing B and down. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
I've got you now, White Spy. Oh, wait, is that a treasure chest? Ah.
All right, that's as much as we need. See, I told you we're secret agents. We got a general, commander, and everything. It's...
Get the microfilm. I thought you needed 5 objects, but okay. Oh, this game is actually kind of speedy.
Let me see that map. Oh, it's a real-time map. The game is still going while we're...
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be a rarity on the original Game Boy. Oh,
he saw a pretty lady off screen.
Yeah.
Oh, hoisted by my own petard. Can I get up?
Lie here now.
Can I,
World goes on without you.
Oh!
Okay, no, you're getting up.
In a different way, yeah.
Oh, there we fucking
there you
go. Jesus, took them long enough.
Look, reincarnation takes a minute, okay?
I wonder if you're going to get hit by... No, okay.
No, because I'm not trapping these. I would love to find that microfilm. What killed me? What is happening in this game? They had a tutorial, and it was nowhere near comprehensive enough to explain anything that is happening in the actual game.
Yeah, I don't know, you just slipped.
Guess you would still need the manual. I don't know, it's weird to have, like, a tutorial in your... Okay, so back then, it was just completely assumed that you would have the manual. It's weird that you would include a tutorial like this, and then not include all the information, because why would you even have the half step?
I have figured something out. Standing on those giant flowers for some reason does damage over time.
Oh, attaché case.
So I think those were just hurting you.
Ah. This is brutal. The wait time to respawn. I get that you had to have a punishment, but this is ridiculous.
I guess also because it's happening in real time, so it gives the computer time to go hide traps.
I do like the rise into heaven bit though.
Can I get the attaché case and everything that the CPU dropped by knocking them out? I have 1. So I think the diamonds under your name represent the amount of items you've accrued. And you'll lose everything on death. So does that count as a win?
Oh, he looks embarrassed.
I guess I need to collect all 5 and then escape. I guess there's nothing else will do. Which seems like a tall fucking order.
Alright, White Spy has the attaché case.
Not for fucking long.
Yeah, suck him. Proper spy work.
Yeah, fuck the traps. I can just knock this guy out with like my punches. I'm just going to do that. If the traps are just going to like hurt me more than it hurts them, can I cash in what I have and just be like 3 out of 5? I'll come back and get the other 2. Okay,
you got it. Go to the exit.
Huh? Oh.
No, it counts, I guess. All right.
I was confused. I thought you got shanked for a second there.
The ultimate trap.
This reminds me, I've had a PS2 version of Spy vs. Spy on my hard drive for a long time and just never loaded it.
An online multiplayer focused Spy vs. Spy.
Ooh. I'll have to see if anyone's got fan service for that.
Okay, so... Huh?
Oh.
Warp.
Teleports.
Oh, okay.
That's usually about the point in a game where I say, no thank you.
Can you Can you pause or hit select and see like a map?
You can press
we
select to
see-
see a map, but it doesn't pause. You can't have both.
It does seem a little ambitious for the hardware.
That's not the word I'd use. I'd say
There's quite a lot going on
overcomplicated.
with the map. Yeah.
My only mission is to knock this guy out.
Yeah. I do wish they had explained the hazards better, because that giant flower did not look like a hazard.
Like, all that matters is making sure he does not have the attaché case. And again, the traps seem absolutely useless because you're more likely than not going to harm yourself. And also, it's not worth doing anything until you've collected the attaché case, because you got to have 5. It's not even worth it to collect 1 at a time when... Okay, there we go.
There you go. I was like, this is, compared to the NES game, this is a lot snappier, a lot more like actiony. Which you could take that as a good or bad thing. I would take that as a good thing, just because I very much dislike the NES game.
I think you trapped him.
You got trapped.
Did I lose everything there? I didn't die. I'm not out of health. Fuck that. I refuse. I'm not wasting my precious time on this earth waiting for Spy vs. Spy Operation Boobytrap on the Game Boy to play out.
Yeah, they I think the worst thing I'm seeing is just that knockdown time.
Okay.
I feel like there's a better way you could have handled that.
I just need that.
I get
last...
why it's like that, because they're simulating the real time that it takes for him to run around, get traps, and like take advantage of your mistake, like you would. But you could just like skip time and say like, okay, and he did this.
Yeah, well,
Like, I don't know.
even
Maybe
if it
that was
in...
beyond the capabilities of the Game Boy
Yeah,
to simulate that.
Because I'm thinking, this game I saw on the box had link support, so in real time with 2 players, I would have just done something to have the player take time to get back in the action.
Okay,
It's a weird
play
comparison,
this.
but I was thinking of like...
One of you play this, so I can give my thoughts on it as the person who's actually been playing it. I don't know who's in control. I don't know who even has inputs registered right now.
We'll find out. But I just think of like when Call of Duty added like quick respawns, and when you press the button, it just respawns you further away, and that's how they add time. And I know that's a weird comparison, but I think this game needs that. Let's see.
It's me again.
It's Chucky.
Well, everyone should have control over this. I mean, ideally, the way it's supposed to be
Hang on.
configured. I think something got fucked up.
Let me
with,
make sure I'm in.
my RetroArch. Okay, there we go. Now you should have control theoretically, Johnny.
Yep.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, so here's the issue with this game. One of the major ones at the very least. And I know there was a say something nice, so I guess I'll do the say something nice first. I guess this game moves at a clip. It is at least partially unique in terms of like link cable multiplayer games. It's not your traditional like fighting game, the likes of like, Mortal Kombat on Game Boy. It is like an active combat type of game with a little bit of depth to it. So I mean, whatever. There is ambition here. The problem is that they've created a game of traps and setting things up where the traps are ultimately counterintuitive and self-sabotage, where you don't want to use the traps, where you just killed yourself with your own trap, where the winning move is just to punch their lights out. That is by far and away the most effective way to play this game. And because you move so quickly, which seems like it'd be a plus, because, NES Spy vs. Spy is fucking plotting, as there are the variations of it. Like probably the original version, that's a C64 game, right? And those move slow as molasses, but they make sense pairing that tempo with the trap-based gameplay, because it gives you time to consider and to think. Whereas a game that moves as quickly as this, and where you can't avoid these traps, by the way, so you're just trapped in a perpetual cycle of being stuck and forced to wait stuff out. You're not missing anything. There's no way to avoid those traps, as far as I can gather, unless there's a trap disarmament tool that you pick up along the way. But yeah, what you need to be doing right now is just finding that attaché case. Literally nothing else matters You know, for as
I
much
also
as
haven't figured out how to jump for some reason.
you don't bother, you can't jump across stuff. I'm guaranteeing
jumping
you can't
over
jump across.
obstacles, though, right?
I was jumping across like obstacles. I guarantee you can't make that ledge jump there.
Oh yeah, but I wanted to jump over the warp blocks, for example.
Then use the A button or B button. It's one of the two buttons. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
But then just get killed by this rock.
Okay, so I didn't know going into this that this had link cable support. Knowing that, I feel like it's pretty safe to say that that is the draw of this game, is doing link cable. And this does seem like one of those embrace chaos kind of games, which I can appreciate at times. I know that for some people that is absolute poison. The idea of like things are just going to be popping off with no way to like really have recourse against it. Like everything is madness. I like those sometimes, but they really kind of only work if you're playing it with someone else. And even then, I don't think this looks like a particularly good one of those.
No, I would go as far as to say that this game is completely at odds with itself and effectively completely worthless as a video game.
See, now what happened just there, that was a metaphor for the Cold War.
Yeah.
That was
You know,
mutually
it
assured
didn't-
destruction in action.
It didn't look that bad, and then I played it.
Yeah, no, this
You
game
made
just,
it look good, Cass, somehow.
You know, I bet I can beat the stage. I bet you I can beat the stage with what I've learned.
Yeah.
Assuming I can control it, which I can't for some reason. Oh my god. I'm going to the fact that nothing is working tonight is you better believe it's grinding my fucking gears. But
What I always say, never update anything.
How did you run past that tree?
because they hadn't
was
tracked
like-
it yet, because I'm going just immediately out the
Oh.
gate. I'm not wasting any time, and I still get punished for it.
Yeah. I was looking to figure out why sometimes my character would walk slower.
Yeah, I don't know, because I just use left and right on the D-pad. The only
Yeah.
two ways to move. All right.
Wonder what the...
Oh, I guess I am slowed
see,
down
like that.
now. I think I took damage, and it forced it.
It might be like stepping on the spikes will slow you down, like a caltrop would.
Oh no, I knew that. It's just that sometimes when you're outside of those, I was also slowing down.
I mean,
So
past,
maybe it's-
after you hit the thing, maybe
Yeah.
it keeps you in a slow state.
Oh my god! There's
You have
no
rewind.
feeling in the universe worse than having like 4 out of 5 of the things you need, opening a trap chest which you have no indication, no way to avoid, and just having to start from fucking scratch. This is a game of just like stripping away. You get like lucky, and then you get really,
You can also
really,
get unlucky.
really, really, really unlucky. Ooh, yeah.
Maybe I'm just used to unluck. Maybe I'm used to the idea of everything going wrong, that this is less bothersome for me. Granted, this still sucks. This is still a bad game. But
It's just such a waste of fucking time. It's just so mean. It's so wantonly cruel.
Oh, he's sad now. I didn't want to fire you, but I had to.
I didn't realize there was a limited amount of lives.
Ooh. Yeah, hateful, contemptuous game design there. And I did not care for
Did it ever
it at
give you a
all.
password?
No. Why would it?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's All right, there's 2 contenders for worst of the night. I'm really gonna have to think about that one. Yeah, that was I hated every millisecond of that. Oh boy. So it's gonna be one of those nights after all, huh? It's gonna shape up to be one of those fucking nights. All right, well, we'll move along then. Move on to the next game of the night. We're jumping ahead 10 years because turns out that spy games between 1992 and 2002 were mostly relegated to James Bond. And we've already done most of the James Bond games worth doing from this period in our 007. What was the name of that theme night? It had a clever title. Bad Games Are Forever. So if you want to see us play Bond games, that is the show to do it. That's also why there's no Bond games tonight. Anyway, this is all a roundabout way of saying that we're fast forwarding to the year 2002, and who's the biggest secret agent on the silver screen? That's right. It's Vin Diesel as Triple X, And therefore, we bring you, for the Game Boy Advance, Triple X, a new breed of secret agents. This is developed by Digital Eclipse, published by Activision.
This one has a weirdly high follower count on Twitch, over 2,000.
Ooh.
Maybe they're hoping someone's just going to stream the movie Triple X.
Yeah.
I've never seen this movie. I'm familiar with it. I'm aware of it, but I've never seen it.
I have, but I remember so little of it that I could not tell you anything that happens in it.
I remember the Rams
blows
theme
up.
in the intro. Du hast et al.
And I know they actually did make a sequel with Vin Diesel like 5-10 years ago.
Yeah,
Like, way after the fact.
Wait, after the first sequel, State of the Union, right?
Well, that one starred Ice Cube.
Right.
Ice Cube, yeah.
So they made a sequel of Ice Cube, and then they're like, you know what? Bring Diesel back. Is that motion blur? What's going on?
They're trying to do a
'cause I think
stylized comic book intro for... Oh, Slime said they looked at the top videos for Triple X on here, and yeah, I get why Triple X has so many followers on here.
Oh.
Yeah, think about it for a couple
that
seconds.
tracks.
All right, if I don't have control, guess what? I'm not playing this one. Someone else, whoever has control.
Hey, that's me.
Hell yeah. Oh, I just pressed the button at the same time as Charkie and thought it was me.
How do I? Well, I don't want music off.
Go back.
No. I don't even know how that happened.
Stop
Interesting.
it.
Interesting. It's not the buttons that you think it would be for anything there. I see we have someone has already decided to play this. We got this copy used out of the game.
Yeah, I played a little bit of this just to vet it for the show, and I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you will too.
Strange music they've gone for.
Well, Xander, you passed the entrance exam in Columbia. Now it's time for the real thing. First things first, Anarchy 99 left us a little surprise in the clock tower in the old town. Look at the clock tower T to enter the tower and then find and disable that missile. Ooh, whoa. We finally found it. We finally found a copy of Adventures of Sex Dick. All right.
So you're using a dart gun in this. I'll tell you that much for free.
The LNR do nothing.
Not yet. You have to get different ammo types for it to do something.
Just another white tiger.
Okay.
Why am I shooting down?
That
You
looks
need
like
to crouch,
Here we
and then you can move while crouched and continue aiming
Yeah.
while crouched like this to stay aiming down.
Oh, what a fluid duck walk.
Don't worry, there's plenty of
Wait,
med kits.
can I keep walking like this? Yeah.
Also, I feel like the enemies you're finding are like skeletons of white tigers.
Yeah, they're the enemies left over from Sly Spy, the tigers that were left to rot.
Yeah, reanimated corpses, yeah.
So the
This
premise
feels like the way to play this game is just to be down here shooting all the time.
So the premise of Triple X the movie is that there's an action sports athlete played by Vin Diesel who gets recruited into NSA. And that is
I don't
the
remember
premise.
anything of that movie.
Isn't that the plot of Gotcha, the sport?
Yes, where an MIT grad is recruited into NSA because of his sick paintball skills. Now, you did not fall for the trap I fell for, which is that if you take that ladder and go down and to the left, it just loops you back to the beginning of the level. So good on you. Okay, you're going to have to stop doing the crouch walk all over the place. It's so boring.
The problem is so many of these enemies, half of the enemies come from only down here that you can shoot them, and the ones that have guns, you can dodge by ducking. All right. I need to find the clock tower key.
I'll give you a hint.
Way of pointing out that
it's above
you look like
here.
an incredible crash test dummy. Oh, good job.
I would love to see the original renders of this model.
Yeah.
So, Charky, now you're in this room. Now you don't have a foreground element. I want you to, while you're walking forward, stand up. For the love of God, stand up after this fight. So as you're holding forward, rock like up and down as you're walking. Do it like rapidly. Yep.
Oh, this is some Devil May Cry 5 tech right here. This is like
you can do it
Nero
way
walking.
faster if you're going down as well. You can do like it at speed. I was getting it real good yesterday. I was getting it real good last night.
I think of old school Resident Evil where you can like move across the map without actually moving your legs if you mash the run button fast enough.
It's a little hard to do it on a 360 controller like I'm using, or an Xbox controller.
Yeah, let me give it a shot. I'm itching to do it. I'm itching to show off my skills. Oh, let's figure out what fucked up way this stupid program that I insist on using is fucking up my inputs and why it keeps forgetting this setting that I have like told it how many times tonight so far? How many times have I tried to say, hey, me, DualSense, primary
Oddly
controller.
enough, I've never had this problem with BizHawk.
Yeah, because BizHawk has such abysmal controller binding in the first place that switching between people on the fly is already a Herculean effort of having to rebind for every single fucking key.
You mean a BizHawk? Well,
here we go. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the tech. That's the movement tech. And that'll keep you ready. You're ready to aim in any direction at any time right now.
Now, if only it somehow translated to you no longer making footstep noises.
Right.
So
Now you can
everywhere.
play. Now you can play.
Do you think that's what the government saw him doing and were like, we need to hire this man?
I'll give you a hint. You don't have the mission objective done yet.
How did you get to a subway from wherever the fuck you are?
Clock tower. The clock is to let you know when the train is arriving. Can I make this jump, or am I going to need to... Oh, that's real close, and that's the only thing I could possibly do here.
Creative Name 36 says this game was developed by Digital Eclipse LMAO. Yeah, they developed like so many Game Boy Advance games, and they were mostly of this quality.
You know about this jump right here? Oh, never mind. That's an awkward jump.
Technological says the same people did the Rayman GBA port. Yeah, probably because they made so much garbage during this time.
They were doing a lot of this kind of stuff. Yeah.
There were so many
I wonder
developers.
If,
that around this time just saw like the handhelds as an opportunity to like shovel out shovelware. Like when I think of Digital Eclipse, I think of the Game Boy Color conversion of Mortal Kombat 4. And like you think like, you know, in a just world, any developer with a license would have seen that game and been like, all right, no, you're not doing any more conversion work. You're not doing any more attempts to bring these games to whatever. But alas. And, you know, it's the same thing the same point I always raise when people ask the question of how did this so-and-so developer get, like, work? How do they keep making games despite all of them being awful? And, you know, the answer, boringly enough, is they probably did their work for cheap and put it out on time and on budget. That's all it takes to be successful in the games industry. It's not about the quality of product. It almost never is. Or it is now. It has become competitive. It has become an actually competitive industry at this point. But for the longest time, it was just, they work fast and cheap. And that was enough to get you through the day.
Being able to do the job is a good strategy in a lot of different cases. If you have competency, even if you're not, like, amazing, if you're just consistently competent enough to make the thing happen, then you can secure, you know, work. Not every time, not in every... I thought these were spikes, and not things
they're
I could climb on.
hangies.
Yeah, I could see it.
All right, I should really try out some of these weapon things.
Okay, L and R.
Have stuff.
I also noticed when you're...
Whoops. Nope.
Oh, maybe select. Maybe it's select, actually. Okay, that's your super
select will
dart.
change the dart. L throws a grenade. R, I don't know. Oh, that just explodes on contact.
I noticed there's a crouch aim down shot you can do, and I'm trying to think when would that ever do anything? No, like straight down.
Like, straight down?
Yeah, when would you ever...
Maybe if I was on top of a... Huh.
You need to climb the climbies at the top of the solution.
Oh, because that keeps looking like spikes to me. Anyway. That...
Well, yeah,
also, when you're crouching,
yeah.
Maybe when you're at, like, the top of a ladder, you could shoot down to the layer below you, maybe.
Yeah, if there's going to be semi-formed platforms later.
I think it remembers that enemies I cleared out. So there's that.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say,
That-
to say something nice. There's continuity in terms of enemies you have defeated.
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
have to, as you are forced to backtrack through the level. This first level seems the most straightforward. It seems like every level after this is labyrinthian.
Oh, cool. So
Oh,
it's
well,
a James Pond-like.
Well, I also mentioned I know later levels are not necessarily on foot.
Do not turn the power off.
Don't even think about it.
Not bad, X. Anyway, we just received word that 2 chemicals required to make the final chemical weapon in the missing casing to place them in are hidden in the Prague metro system. I don't know where. Find and disable them using extreme force on anyone who gets in your way. Please note, I did not say the first E in that word.
And please note, extreme force in this case, tranquilizer darts.
Yes.
Or grenades. You can choose to just blow them up, kill them, or put them to sleep. No in
Tranquilizer
between.
grenades. I wonder what do the power darts just like deal more damage?
They
like,
deal
in general or
slightly more
something?
damage.
Oh, whoa. I didn't know we were playing Batman Returns.
Technological says,
interesting-
we should get these games and get a corruptor and watch as they improve and become more playable. No, I feel like that lane's pretty well taken. I feel like the corruptor, I feel like we definitely missed the boat by about, I don't know, 10 years on that one. I feel like that's a little...
I wouldn't mind playing with one in my spare time. It wouldn't work for the show, because that's very not the purpose of our show, to present games as accurately as we could. Access denied. Head,
Yeah, for whatever
pass cards
reason, the
required.
top left corner of the message interface is always like missing like pixels in the top left corner of it. By the way, I know this is like hackneyed, like fucking AVGN shit, but what kind of subway system requires you to jump from platform to platform, to jump from the staircase onto the... No one's gonna get to work here. Like, everyone here at the Prague subway system is like perennially like falling to their death.
Yeah.
They don't have a workforce
I mean,
anymore.
I was bringing this
Again,
up
you had
when we did
to-
Catwoman, that factory was laid out in the most video game-ass way possible.
Yeah.
Like, no one does work here.
I mean, also, you had to climb through a clock tower to even get in the subway. I like, you know, you mentioned the Rammstein being in the movie, but the soundtrack for this game has gone for like like 90s like rave club vibe.
I think there's plenty of that in the movie
very different.
too.
Trying to do this, it's, again,
You're
hard
getting there,
on one
you're
of these
getting there.
controllers, but...
But yeah,
Okay.
I've been recently listening to Culture Beat. It feels like something they'd make.
So I think you are heading to the right keycard door, if memory
Yes, I am.
serves.
It's
I
red.
believe. Yeah.
Also, I was just thinking when I was on the elevator that I'm just straight up doing red versus blue talking when I do this.
Yeah.
I live my life 1/4 mile at a time.
I
You
love
see what I
these
mean? That
fire
this
breathing
entire
guys.
chemical H or A or R.
Oh, so the entire top row of the text
Yeah.
is fucked.
Yeah.
The entire top pixel row that would like define half the letters in there. Any uppercase letters are just getting like
There you go.
annihilated.
Bounty
creative
of
name-
Drums case scenario.
You
Creative
did,
name
yeah.
36 says graphics look like the one Dragon Ball Z fighting game on GB. That'd be Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu, as seen in our Dire Dragon Ball Games episode,
Ooh.
along with every other Dragon Ball game
Yep.
worth showing off.
But you see now with that fire guy too, what I mean, that this entire game is trivialized by crouch walking everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so fucking boring to watch.
I do like the design of that guy. That he just has like a flamethrower attached to his mouth.
Again, it's like Batman Returns for the Game Boy, not Game Boy, the Game Gear. Let's go on top of the train. Ugh, third rail. Don't pee on that, folks.
Oh, Mythbuster said it was fine.
Never mind. Go pee on a third
Well,
rail.
yeah.
then. Have fun.
You know,
Live a
it
little.
is unsanitary. You're making everywhere smell like pee, so for that
Yeah,
reason,
but pee is
I
sterile
think you
though,
shouldn't do
so.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
That's a myth, apparently. No, it's sterile, but until it leaves your body, apparently.
Listen, get the Mythbusters back in to test that.
One last myth. Drink piss.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd watch that episode. Shit, it's Doing the hard science. I would be
Also,
using
I don't
the
see a
super
good.
darts.
God, the
It
art style of
feels
the
like
background is-
unnecessary.
Wait, are you in the inside of like a giant wooden ark? Like, what's the back?
It's a tunnel. It's a subway tunnel.
It's a
Yeah, I know.
giant ass tunnel.
It's just because the color
I look
they've gone
down?
for. It looks like it's wood.
Oh, jeez. That's why I wanted to look down. This is all right. This game's all right. It's not great. There's better on the Game Boy Advance, but I played so much worse. A, tonight, and B, on the Game Boy
Yeah.
Advance.
Heck, I have a feeling we will play worse.
And the night's still young,
spy-
unfortunately.
My spy sense is tingling.
I wish I could, like, aim diagonally
Yeah.
down without, or diagonally
Yeah.
up or down without running.
That's what
Which
this
is a
game
thing
is,
a
yeah.
lot of games do.
And like a Metroid
Unless-
aim button, yeah.
Okay, no, holding R does not do it.
Yeah,
so
if it like
doesn't
fixed
do,
you
like,
in
a Metroid
place,
thing.
so you could like
Yeah.
aim
Yeah.
and.
Because I've still not found a purpose for the R button.
Oh, right, the moonwalk button they have in some Metro games. I do like the music, though.
I am headful in chat saying, "Hold the fort. This is fire. Don't start with me." Look at chemical B, diffuse missile. You have the blue key card.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to see a map to see where the
Who
blue
is that
key could
picture
be.
supposed to be of? It's not Vin Diesel, right?
That's supposed to be
That's
Vin
Vin
Diesel.
Diesel. That's a Vin Diesel, all right.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'll take your word for it.
the famous like living egg Vin Diesel, the Beirut himself.
Remember when people were so impressed that he played Dungeons and Dragons, and now just every fucking celebrity plays Dungeons and Dragons, or like fucking Warhammer, or like video games. Now it like doesn't
yeah.
matter at all.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
Henry
it's-
Cavill is just like, I play a lot of Warhammer, and
Yeah.
I love The Witcher, and I was correcting the people on the set about the books, and it's just like, yeah, of course you were, because you were born past the year like you're born. He's like 30 something, right? Or no, he's older. I think he was born in the 80s. All right, he's the last one
I
we'll give a
think
pass
it's-
to. Well, he's the last one we'll give a pass to is Henry Cavill because I like him. I do like that man.
I mean, yeah, but also Vin Diesel has a video game company. Don't know
They
many
did a
actors who
good
could say
game.
that. Once.
Now, okay, so I will say something not nice about this game. I really wish there was a map.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, realizing this became a one of those where the fuck do I go kind of games.
I assume that
I
the
think
blue
I
key
know where you
card-
need to go. Okay, follow my directions.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Oh, here's the
Continue-
map.
Oh, yeah. Okay, just follow that. I think it's down the stairs here,
I didn't
right,
actually look
and to the right here.
Now
Oh,
there are
yes, follow
enemies
the sign.
alive up there.
There are, and you can probably like loop-de-loop this way, but I think you just want to use that blue key card right now.
Okay, I guess that's at least one from navigation because the enemies don't respawn. You know where
Yeah.
you've been.
Yep, I was gonna say that earlier. That I'm using the what you call it, the reverse Hansel and Gretel method of figuring out where to go.
Oh, I just figured like old school Doom logic.
Joe
Don't
Real
have to
does
do that.
ask, where does this fit in the au revoir of games that star Vin Diesel? I mean, the best is always going to be Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from
Yeah.
Butcher Bay. That's just,
I mean, this is probably better than the Fast and Furious games that have his likeness in them.
Yeah, that's probably true as well.
I see how I was supposed to actually get here.
That's how you get out of this place, but I think you go deeper in
Oh.
here, and maybe there's like a chemical or a key card. Who's to say? I think it
feel
might
like
just be power-ups.
I might have Oh, I could use that health though.
Just say they're very generous with how much like health you have. I'm noticing as well. Like stark contrast to I Spy.
But again, I look at this, and I'm just like, wow, talk about not respecting a player's time at all. Just hit him with a maze level, like, right out the gate. I just, like, who is this for? Who enjoys labyrinthian level design? I know it's just a way to pad out a game. I know it's just a way to, like, make people meander and go around in circles. I understand, like, functionally why it's, like, this the hacky game design 101 to do this. But, like, ultimately, like, does anyone, like, have any concern for, like, players just, like,
exploding
falling off their
darts.
games because this shit's so tedious?
Well, okay, so the counterpoint is that the way you do this right is Metroid style, right?
Yeah, but that's a very specific type of game. That's a very specific type of design where you're getting power-ups and not just key cards that you backtrack to open the door that you saw at the beginning of the level.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my overall point with that. Yeah.
This would be just a lot better with a map. That's all. Say something nice. This would be pretty good with a map.
That doesn't count. You know it.
Yeah. No, I think this is perfect. Other than the fact that there's not a map, in general, I think this is perfectly fine. Good, maybe not.
I mean, that entire dead end was just to get exploding darts. So I don't know.
I have less of an issue.
Okay, go that up and left. Up and left.
Okay, sure. I have less of an issue with like circuitous things or like going down a dead end path. I'm less in a hurry at all times. So this is more like maybe not my kind of game, but I'm okay with this speed.
It's not speed though. It's like this isn't a matter of tempo. It's a matter of just like I call it wasting time, because what it does is it's making you make constant decisions. You know, in terms of like, which way do I go? And then punishing you for guessing wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just a cycle of punishment.
Yeah, I stand by my use of the term speed, in terms of the speed at which I'm getting through this game by means of, did I go the wrong path or not? Again, I don't mind this, but I don't necessarily say it's good game design.
Okay, down the stairs, down to the right. Try this way.
All right, Johnny, you're going to say.
Yeah, well, when we were doing our location scouting for this night, we were talking about how crusty most Game Boy Advance games sound. And I'll say this is on the better side. They've like gone for the right instrumentation for what the sound, what
just
sound
take damage to save time.
GBA.
We spent so long on this game. I'm just hoping we see the next level and it's like a ski level or like extreme sports level. That's the hope I'm hanging on to here.
There is definitely alternative. It's not all run and gunning like this. I mean, that's generous calling this run and gunning, I guess.
Wait a minute. You can't run across there. What bullet am I? Okay.
That was the exploding darts you picked up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell what dart is what. I know now that nothing in the upper right means I'm on normal darts.
No, I mean, that's only on there for a second. The way you can tell
before you pick
is...
that up... Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
okay, so this is your basic dart. Now press select and see what's different underneath your bullet counter. Magazines.
Okay, there.
Yep.
Well, okay, so here, magazines, this one is just like half empty. Okay, I see what's happening. Yeah, I wish it was a little more clear because I've definitely shot the wrong things on occasion.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the chemical.
The lack of the map, or even just like an arrow or something, is like a huge flaw of this design, though.
Yeah, I'm playing some devil advocacy here, but don't take it as me saying this is actually a good game. It's just I'm saying this is a less offensive game than a lot of things I play. This is a playable game. This seems wrong. That seems like
gotta be a grabby. There's got to be something at the top. Yep. I'm Headful says Rammstein's gonna run out of members after all those flamethrower guys you killed. Didn't Rammstein get canceled? Didn't the lead singer of Rammstein get canceled for not so cool stuff?
Well, I surely know that there's no. Well, what if there's a key card in here though? Oh, there's a missile in here. Okay, I'm glad I came down here. That was probably important.
Let's see. People ask, did Till Lindemann have a hole in his cheek? So maybe that got cancelled? I don't know.
Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe I should have expected something.
Third rail doesn't hurt you that bad.
Yes. There were criminal complaints against them. They have been dropped, though.
This has been your Rammstein minute.
But
you're going to dig this new fuel cell bike. Only trouble is it doesn't get the best mileage, if you know what I mean. Sure.
Is that innuendo?
So make sure you hit the fuel packs we've left for you along the way. Otherwise, you're dead meat. Oh, and X, try not to scratch the bike when you ram into the fuel packs at 100 miles an hour.
Oh, yes.
All right, controls. Got to figure that out quick. All right, it's a road rash. Whoa!
I've
Extreme.
prophesized. You prophesized that, Charkie. Your first time on a motorbike
Yeah.
went exactly how you said.
This is not the worst superscaler implementation I've seen for
This
like
is
one of
pretty
these
good, yeah.
pseudo 3D GBA games. They're doing some stuff here that is like the fact that the horizon line is so high up vertically on the screen, whereas most games that would do this would have it like in the center or below center.
Or
So you're
below
only
center, yeah.
realistically operating on a third of the screen. So this is genuinely, and the fact that that random pedestrian car just ran into a dude on a bike and knocked them over. Oh my God, stick with this. Just make the whole game this.
I'll tell you what, I'm having the least fun playing this section.
Yeah, but it looks the best.
Did he take the fuel?
I think he
Or
did.
did I get the fuel?
I believe they took it.
I love the animation.
That's my favorite part of this, is getting knocked off the bike and flying back like 50 feet. See, I can't tell if those potholes in the road are going to hurt me or not, is the thing. See those like black marks over there? It's just
Yeah.
decoration.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you like throttle any higher than this?
I don't think so.
You know, he really should be wearing a helmet. This is really irresponsible
Yeah.
if a kid played this game.
Yeah, I think this is as fast as I can go. Well, I think I could go faster in reverse than I do forward. And by reverse, I mean getting hit by a car.
Oh, okay. I was worried he was just going to blink constantly because he's at low health now, like the fuel gauge.
Come on. just step out of the bike and walk over there. Just grab it. Grab
I
that
wanna go
YouTube
with
play
this.
button. Oh, that's good. That's a
Kinky.
good screenshot.
That is not Vin Diesel.
All right, let me give this one go.
You try it. All right, and also, you do have a health meter on the bike.
Yeah, I see
So-
that. Yeah, well,
I like they talk about how this being like some sort of cool cyber bike, and it just kind of looks and sounds like a dirt bike from a Grand Theft Auto game.
the intersections are fucking brutal.
This scene is where I think I turn on this game. I think I would get here and I'd be like, oh, no, thank you.
No, you're right. This doesn't play good at all. It's a shame because
funny-
it's visually impressive more so than any other. Ooh, that's what the combat is. I get a kick in, they get a punch in, and I get knocked off, and they don't. Okay, all right.
See, the thing is, I wonder if going slower would actually be the strap, because I don't think there's a time limit.
Your fuel limit.
Well, sure, but if you're going slower, is the fuel going to tick down slower?
I bet that's probably the case. I mean, no,
So-
I take that back. I bet it's probably the case that the fuel just ticks down regardless.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
I feel like the strategy is try to not attack people.
You know, I'm gonna
Like,
rewind
if you
because
can just get
is there a
around
way
them.
to get this fuel? Okay, no, yeah, the hitbox is just very generous on. Ooh, somehow survived
Nice.
that.
Yeah, that worked out. I think you ended up
It
taking
is
a lot of
it is
damage,
great
but-
that the friendly traffic can get these guys.
Yes, I do like that.
Oh, this bike
I
is
do like
nearly
these sick
busted.
ricochet tricks you're doing.
It's funny because, yeah, the side-scrolling levels were, like, relatively easy, and then this is so much harder.
It's more reactive in a way that the. Oh.
God,
That's
putting
in your
those
bike,
jumps
too.
in front of turns, yeah.
Oh,
More or less.
one last shot. One more hit will do me.
Or another 5 feet without fuel. I did find it interesting that when you run out of fuel, it does still let you drive a little bit more forward just
Yeah.
in case there's a fuel can in front of you.
Very old-school arcade checkpoint racer style.
That's got to be the end.
Yep, that'll do it. And that will do it for Triple X. Let's see Bondage Vin Diesel one more time. Very good.
He doesn't look like he's tied up. It looks more like he's just doing exercises, like he's just grabbing them with his hands.
He also looks like the guy from The Hills Have Eyes. A little bit.
That's yes, I was trying to figure out who that was.
It was Michael Berryman, possibly. Anyhow.
I was just saying that game lost me in the last level there.
It lost you on the part that was
played,
actually technically impressive. Yes, the part that was this dog shit platforming had you. But anyway, we move on to another Game Boy Advance game. And there's a few of these to get through tonight, so we should probably try to pick up the pace a little bit. I mean, why start now, I guess? Anyway, the next game we have is Spy Kids Challenger. This is also from 2002, also for the Game Boy Advance, developed by Game Titan and published by Disney Interactive Studios. So I sampled a bit of this one as well. I sampled most, if not all, the games tonight. And this one is diabolical. So I'm just going to spoil what this game is. This game is 3 mini-games. The entirety of this game is doing 3 mini-games, trials, agent training, if you will. And
now,
you
3
can,
mini-games, that's like 1.5 whole games.
And you can decide how much time you want to spend, how much you want to commit to any one of these mini-games. You can do like the bare minimum of them, and then just move on to the next one on cue, on command. Let me see the audio here. Let me level it real quick.
I saw Dimension Films credited at the top there, and I can only think of them as publishers of straight-to-DVD shitty horror.
Yeah, but they also got Robert Rodriguez, who is responsible for these. Again, Controls.
Remember,
ooh, I'm going to throw a
Spy
brick through a
Kids
window.
In the same universe as the Machete films.
You know what? Johnny, you're playing this one.
Yeah.
And it would be great if everything didn't suck, if I didn't have to keep doing this. In fact, let me just make sure controls do... We should all theoretically have control at any moment in time. That's the ideal. I'm sure people are going to be making references to Spy Kids in the chat. I see Jodariel making what I believe is one. Look at the animation for this. Look how long it takes you to get to the part where you can actually type your name.
Yeah.
Abysmal. Anyway, I'm not going to know any of your Spy Kids references because I don't watch baby movies for babies. And I didn't as a child. I was watching cool shit. So...
Standard attention, recruit. My name is Secret Agent Carmen Cortez. Our OSS Challenger training/testing regimen, based on real-life missions, will shape you from triangle, flabby, uncoordinated...
Delta,
little...
please.
Oh, right, yeah.
Come on, sis. I was a little flabby, uncoordinated little kid once. Give trainee Shadowbag Delta a chance.
Oh, okay, yeah, these
You
must
already
be the
forget
kids for the
who
film.
you were.
Yeah, you're not supposed to call me sis in front of the recruits.
Wop wop.
Are you afraid of heights, recruit?
Uh,
Not asking you. The juggler is designed to test coordination, quick thinking, and your...
gadgets! You're gonna love the gadgets.
These siblings don't get along.
Although you can exit at the first checkpoint, real agents go as far as they can.
What
Good luck,
worst,
newbie.
worst wink?
So, in case it wasn't clear, those characters are the Spy Kids, as seen in the movie films. You are just a chump, a trainee. So, this one here...
Oh, this already doesn't feel good.
Oh, Johnny, if you can't figure this out, you're fucked. You're absolutely screwed on this one.
Haha, you can hold up to... Yeah.
And there are gadgets you will pick up. Okay, so this level, the way this plays, every stage, every training mission is different. Is a different style of gameplay. So they designed a bespoke platforming engine for this, just for this one of the 3 mini games. But there are mechanics to this. I will say, for what it's worth, they worked really hard on fleshing this out with some neat movement tech. You get the Bionic Commando hook. At a certain point, you have a jetpack. And, you know, the movement here is pretty fluid. But it is in service of an endless climbing puzzle. A truly endless climb towards the top of the screen. And I played this for 20 minutes. And got to the point where it took 10 minutes real time to fall from the top of the screen to the bottom. Which you can do at any time if you just jump all the way to the left or right. Which was something. So-
it is a bit touchy though.
Like nowadays, they'd release this and call it like "Going Up" or something. It'd be a huge hit for streamers.
It really would. This is really the precursor to all those torturous climbing games. I know there's some folk in our community, discord.gg/bghuf, who go for those style of game, like the climbings, the endless climbers, where you get punished, where if you fuck up, you say your pit.
I said, yeah, that's me. I'll play some of those games.
Yeah, you could not pay me
Foddies.
$1 billion to play any of that garbage. I look at that, and I just look at what I see are games that are designed to be as tedious as humanly possible.
I feel like tonight's made very clear about the differences in like personal philosophies of like what is an experience that's worth playing or tolerable to play.
I don't think those are not even tolerable. I think those are criminal, that style of game design, which is designed just to infuriate, just to have those rage moments for streamers. And the fact that people have found ways to like treat those games as being like contemplative or meditative like baffles me. It shows like truly, you know, people are hard up for video games, if that's the sort of game that people can find some sort of solace or calm in. Because for me, that's just...
So that's what I find solace or calm in myself, is the experience of getting up and falling down, getting back up again like that. And like figuring out the mechanics to a point where I can do it more effectively in the future.
God, this is just one of those games.
It is just one of those games. All right, R button is your jetpack, which it seems like you don't want to use it, right? Here's the gimmick here, is that as you get higher up to, like, let's say floor 20, you're still on floor 1 right now, level 1 right now. This goes on as long as you want it to go on for, which is say it can go on for, like, probably like 30 minutes. I saw a long play that gives up after, like, stage 23 on this. So there's no footage of this being played through to completion that I could find.
Assuming there's completion.
I mean, there has to be. At some point, they have to run out of unique level. They have to run out of puzzle.
Well, then they just, like, cycle in, like, or repeat things from the past just with, like, the final level background. Right?
I like how sometimes you could just jump straight up and make progress.
No, that's the secret, is that you need to just be, like, aiming for center. Like, can I take over for a little bit?
Yeah. Let me...
Stop.
Let me just jump it all the way to the bottom.
Yep.
Okay. So at a certain point, you can get a pretty good rhythm going here.
I noticed you could also just hold the jump button, and you'll just auto-jump as soon as you touch the ground.
So at a certain point, this gets pretty quick. And you see, they give you these bailouts. They give you the option to be like, stage clear, and then you can just exit. But it's time limited, so it's gonna blink out of existence. And now I'm committed. Now I need to make it to the next stage to have an opportunity to exit, right? So, you know, you can do this relatively quickly if you're it's somewhat reflexive. Ooh, but the jumping is like, you know, they give you control, they give you options, especially when you get like the Bionic Commando grapple hook. In fact, is that here? No, these are just the springy shoes, which are also fun.
There are the bones of a good one of these kind of endless climbers here. It does seem like it's limited by how well it actually controls.
Yeah, there's some like
this
sticky
lack of
controls
variety
here.
too. Because
the jumping's touchy. It's not quite I try and remember the name of it. Jumpkin, where it's like based on how hard you land the button, but there is like a weird kind of you commit to an arc when you do a jump, and then you get a little bit of air control. Oh shit!
I got squashed.
Oh, you lost life.
But it does feel
fine,
like
though.
that. Like a lot of the skill is learning how to do exact the angle and height you want on the jump.
Okay, there we go. Bionic Commando grapple.
Okay, so what are the jump? That's the only way I can say it. What do the two balls on the bottom of the screen do?
Those are your meters. That's bottom right is how much jetpack you have. Bottom left is how much Bionic Commando hook you have.
Okay.
Now, granted, you know,
those...
this early on, I can just solve this by jumping. You know, I don't need to use the jetpack or the Bionic Commando hook. But like later on, there are parts where it is absolutely necessary to have like full stashes on those to proceed.
Yeah.
And they start, you know, making it way less available. They start giving you way less of them past a certain point. So if you're not like preserving the stuff nice and early and keeping these meters full until you need them, you are basically self-sabotaging yourself.
Oh, yeah. I want to mention, by the way, as we were briefed, this is based on a real mission they did, apparently.
at a certain point, you know, I almost am tempted. Can I just...
save state?
Yeah, let me... I hope I picked the right spot. No, none of my... This is the day of nothing working. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Eventually you go into space. And I just want to... This is from last night. This is how far I got.
Look at the score difference, by the way. What was I at? Like, we were at like 2,000.
I'm going to fast forward this. So this is like 10 times speed. This is how much of this I played.
And you said you didn't like it.
Until I got to a point where I just ran
games.
out of resources. Well, you know, the punishment here for fucking up, for falling down is that you can catch yourself pretty early. Anyway, this would have been what, like... I want to splat. There we go. Anyway, that was like 30 minutes of climbing, and then I fast forwarded because it would take like 10 minutes to fall in real time there, which is to say that, you know, this is like pretty fucking egregious. Like, clearly they put a lot of time, or not a lot of time. I mean, it's all copy-pasted bullshit. This probably takes longer to play than it took them to design on some sort of level, right? But,
yeah.
No, I can see the work going into this. Again, there's like concepts here I like. I like the fact that you have to cash out your win.
Yeah. So I'm giving in. I'm saying let's go to the next level here. Johnny, you pick up again.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, Cass, you think the people who think like those climber games are weird aliens, and I think those climber games are nice and contemplative. So
we don't need to read all this stuff.
Glad to be your alien friend.
Yeah. Speaking of the difference in sound chip quality, this music.
I don't know, like, you know, I'm obviously, like, you know, performative to a certain extent. You know, different strokes are different folks, but, you know, there are ones that I'm truly baffled by. There are genres of game or styles of game that are just truly baffling to me. And to me, I'm just like, why would you want to play a game that just wastes your time? Why would you want to play a game that just revels in, like, sending you backwards and making you replay the same stretches over and over again? And I'm not talking, like, you know, in the Dark Souls sense of it, where, you know, the challenge is, like, learning, trial and error, but, like, there's something different about that, where, you know, like, you feel, like, a sense of, like, reward, accomplishment. I guess you do feel that in the Endless Climbers as well, but, I don't know, there's some difference. Eventually. There's some difference I can't quite articulate between those experiences.
Well, the thing with those endless climber games, like, most of them aren't actually endless, though, because there is, like, a goal you'll eventually get to, and maybe you get, like, something even better if you, like, do it at a certain time. So it is building up a skill that you eventually use to beat the thing, because there is an end. I can't really think of most of those games beyond, like, the mobile games like Doodle Jump or something, where there is no actual end goal that you're reaching towards, or where, like, you know, you're learning as you play, and you pick up this new skill that you're going to do for this, like, one thing. And, like, sometimes there are things that you play that are dependent on, like, one skill that you'll never use again. But, okay, yeah, I know how to solve a Rubik's Cube now. I have fun with that.
So this is, like, the world's worst shmup, is what I'm seeing right here, right?
This the most boring one, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. It's like, this is like Virtual Boy Vertical Force, but on its side and worse. Because you can go up and down.
I can't figure out if the things I've picked up are good or bad, because some of them seem to do damage when I hit them, but some of them...
That movie reel is good, because you're adding that to your total.
I think these are missiles that you have picked up. I think you could deploy these... Or not besides the missiles, but like the ones like the hangers-on, I think are... Unless they're slowing you down, unless they're weighing you down.
Yeah.
No, you can still...
They look like...
Exit. Get the fuck out of this. Get the fuck out of here.
Or, you got it.
Yep. Yeah, I got back into playing more Retro Game Challenge after bringing on Casual Monday, and the shmup in that is leagues better.
Alright, you're 2/3 of the way through the game. I believe. I think it is straight up just the 3 mini-games.
The manga, man.
Why did they go for this, like, triangle-shaped A? I don't remember that being
Spy.
a thing in the
They were in on Deltas before Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, yes, California Games too.
I'm thinking
Sonic bonus stage.
I know,
yeah.
I know. But that was one of the games I used to watch my sisters play when I was very young. So I always think of that.
Can you try avoiding the damage here? Just as a change of pace, can you try to actually
Apparently not. Okay, you're right.
Oh,
What?
the end?
Good thing I saved.
Oh.
You have a rewind?
Nope. Yeah, I'm rewinding. Yeah, so when they say save, they mean you can go back and play the games you've unlocked so far.
Yeah.
All right, let me try. I think I actually have control. Yep.
Yeah.
Buttons.
Oh, yeah, I never figured out that.
It's weird because you see my sprite is like juddering off to the side when I do that.
Yeah. Looks bad. Oh, okay. So that's why
destroying the
those are
red one
flashing
will
if you
destroy
hit-
all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, this is just like a really bad version of Retro Game Challenge on DS.
Think you said of literally any minigame compilation. If that's the
Again, it's
tortured
the one
logic you're pulling at there.
Well, sure, but like because these feel very retro game influenced, like this being like the Sonic 3 Chaos Emerald stage, and the second one being a shmup, you know.
Okay, I have a shield.
Also,
Whatever.
what are you doing? You're
Have a
riding a
different shield.
magnet down a chasm?
Maybe this makes sense if you watch the movie. They said the magma men in the cutscene thing.
That's the thing. I was watching stuff in a Discord movie night for a while, and because of that, I ended up seeing some of the Spy Kids films. Don't remember this. Even in
The
that
thing
third
is-
one where they go in the video game and it gets real weird.
So when you do the thing and it pushes you off to the side, that can push you into a hazard.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
Bad
if you're
game.
threading the needle, yeah. Stage exit. How do I exit? Like that.
That's actually the funny thing about that first Spy Kids film, is that it's meant for kids, but it has so many James Bond references in it that a kid would not get.
Fighting Fisher
Oh,
Cat says
yeah.
riding a magnet's in the second movie.
Oh, there you go. I haven't seen that one.
And rode to First Class Shadow.
You think Bad can handle, the horrors?
Push you to the point of exhaustion. You're already a legend within the OSS for getting this far.
For
Legend,
passing basic training, you're a legend. Yeah, save that game. Yeah, save that game. There we go.
Oh yeah.
And then it just loops. And the idea is that the further you get in these, you're earning more experience points. The higher your score is, you can get promotions, you can get rank ups, which is your incentive to continue to replay the same 3 mini-games until the heat death of the universe.
Do you know what the actual end goal is?
It's just to get the maximum rank, and they say, good for you. All right, bye. Yeah, I guess the end
that'll
goal.
do it for Spy Kids.
Yeah, the
I
end goal
think.
would be to climb to the top of this, and
Yeah, that was mean.
that will do
He
it.
goes,
for
you know
Spy
what?
Kids."
Let me take a victory lap on my training, and then immediately gets killed, and that's the end of the story.
Did you just choke or go for broke? You'll never know. Oh boy, yeah, that's kind of contemptuous. That's a bad way to format your game, if you ask me. To just have 2 exceedingly basic minigames. One that has like a surprising amount of depth, I would say, but is also in service of like tedium. And that, if you were to take a break, you would have to make all that progress all over again. No checkpointing is. But alas, that is not the last Game Boy Advance game we'll be playing tonight. Far from it. The next on the docket, and by the way, how long have we been going on for? 2 hours, 20 minutes, give or take. We have like 5 more games. I might cut a couple. In fact, I know what 2 I'm going to cut. I'm not going to cut this next one, which is another Game Boy Advance game. It is Secret Agent Barbie Royal Jewels Mission. This is one of them. Their Barbie games, developed by Digital Illusions and published by VU Games. What was that? Vivendi Universal. I'm gonna bet that VU is Vivendi. In fact, I can look at the bottom right corner of the box and be like,
Yep, I
Vivendi
see
Universal.
it there. Yeah.
We played a Barbie game recently on the show, Barbie Explorer. I think Barbie Secret Agent was meant to be the sort of squeakquel to Barbie Explorer, at least in its console PC iteration.
No, so the PC one is like a Metal Gear Solid 1 kind of style game, and it's actually decently liked in retrospect. It's supposed to be... It's just like a legit video game. It's not gimmicky or feels like it's playing to like, oh, this is your first game. Anytime I've heard people talk about that one, nothing but like...
Listen to this music.
Dice!
The drums are out of sync.
Yeah, that hi-hat, yeah.
Now, if you knew anything about music, you'd know that's called syncopation, and that's entirely on purpose. This is prog.
That's like the first thing you hear in the game, and it's just immediately out the gate. It's wrong. I guess I'll play this one. I guess I won't play this one. Oh my god, this is I know it's hack, or I know it's annoying for me to complain about this every time, but I know, like, you know, I shit on every emulator, but it's only because every emulator that struggles with the most basic fundamentals of like assigning controls. This should be like the first thing every emulator is forced to solve for, is like figure out a way to make it so that people can get in and out easily. And absolutely no emulator developer like ever puts any effort into this part of the thing.
This is the start of Cass becoming a real hardware streamer.
Absolutely not. I'd rather die than have to fuck with real consoles and pay money for fucking games. Like, you know, this is my solution. Ultimately, like, this is the thing I have to use, is emulators. And for the purposes of the show, RetroArch is the one that is like has the most flexibility, that is the least egregious to me, even when shit like this fucking happens, and I can't just say, save this configuration. It's doing it because I have core-specific overrides currently active, so I can't broadly set. In fact, if I want to do it, I'm just going to do it, folks, while I continue to complain about this. It's just, like, my issue with emulators, my issue with so many emulators, and why I complain so frequently and loudly about them, is that it's so much fucking easier. It'd be so easy for them to do so much better. Just in terms of accessibility, in terms of not having users jump through hoops. And like the thing I'm almost always like, you know, most frustrated by is controller input stuff, is just like saving profiles, having like, you know, it's smartly determine what you have plugged in, and just knowing that like when you swap like the controller, it should load like these default inputs. You should know what the controller is by reading the device header. Like RetroArch mostly does this. RetroArch is the best about this, unfortunately. So, and it has like, you know, this preferred and reserve system is actually fucking great when it works, when you can actually save the overrides for it. It's fucking amazing. That like every emulator needs this. Every emulator that is not doing this is about like 10 years behind the fucking times in my eyes. That's my biggest issue with Dolphin, the fact that it has both profiles and per controller profiles, and also like reads every potential version of input device. PCSX2 is guilty of the same shit. I see shit like BizHawk and Messen, that every time you swap a controller, you need to rebind every single key because it just can't remember anything. Just having like a basic, most like memory for that stuff, or like make smart assumptions about.
I will say Messen does actually straight up have prefabs just for like, hey, is this a PlayStation or an Xbox controller? Okay, everything's set.
That should save.
It wouldn't be helpful for you,
my
obviously,
defaults.
Cass. OpenEmu on Mac, which is kind of like RetroArch and Launchbox mixed into one.
Yeah, I used it. It was fine for Mac software.
Oh yeah, but just in terms of like, you want something, you just plug stuff in and it works. It was always great for that.
I'm in. Breaking news, someone is stealing the Queen's jewels. Who could this be?
That's Barbie, for sure.
Yeah.
Barbie, the Queen's jewels have been taken from London Tower. Camille, the evil mastermind, is our main suspect.
Is that a picture of a doll? Is that an actual photo of a doll?
That would
looks
rule.
like it.
That would fucking rule if they just used like stop motion, like the figures, and took just photographs of them for the digitized graphics. That would be sick as hell. That's if a Barbie game has not done that yet. Fucking do that. Look at all these secrets we can unlock. Well, that's a lot of secrets.
Yeah.
Good for them. Story, missions, training, I'll just jump right into that story.
You know what? Now that I think about it, a Barbie TV show in the style of Thunderbirds would actually rule.
Oh, yeah.
That would be sick.
Oh, that's not...
I mean, for a child show, it'd be sick, but still.
Yeah.
So the story is literally just the mission briefings.
Yeah.
Oh!
What is this sound?
I think I have an invisibility ring. What other gadgets do I have? L&R.
That's the thing I was gonna say. Yeah, the PC version of Secret Agent Barbie is one that people were fondest for. Not this version. This version is not as well fondly remembered.
Oh, but the soundtrack though, it's incredible.
Talking about out of sync.
Can I crawl? Seems like I should be able to crawl here.
Why can't Barbie crawl?
Okay, what if you used...
Do you have to go to training to figure out how to play?
Oh!
There you go.
Oh god, it's just like that Metroid Miiverse post. You have to go into multiple form.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use a gadget here. I can't use it while jumping, or I tried to use it while jumping and I just threw it into the ground to cast it.
I mean, roll back over there, jump from there to there.
I don't want to, like, I feel like I'm gonna be seen though if I... Oh, this is...
He's too busy checking his watch for you to be seen.
Look, that's Big Ben in the background, by the way. Look, I did learn something.
So
From Mario's
did you
Missing.
I mean, technically not. Technically, that's not Big Ben. But anyway.
Oh right. Shit.
Oh, fuck that. I wanna get all the secrets. So I'm gonna do a little bit of rewinding there.
Oh, that's weird. I was asphyxiating to death. Anyway, back to checking my watch.
Oh
Take
no.
this music seriously.
Just straight up invisibility. I love it.
I remember there was a very early, way before this Gen AI stuff, right? There was a program called Argo Music that I remember Vinny Vinesource messes with to make MIDIs. I think this is where this what they
Your
use for
password
this
is
game.
best friend.
Aw. Barbie, you need to sneak by the guards and track down Camille. And keep a lookout for the secret files. Are they going to give us any more gadgets besides these two? Besides the invisibility ring and this... 'Cause we can't... I'm assuming
Barbie,
I can't
for
do
this
any
next mission,
violence.
you're authorized to use the gun.
Oh, hacking
Interesting.
minigame.
Yeah, I figured this out pretty intuitively.
Funny enough, there's a hacking minigame. There's a couple of hacking minigames. Assassin's Creed 4. That's kind of what one of them is.
I'm trying to see. I was trying to see if Camille was like a Barbie doll, like a Barbie character that exists through different things, but I think she is just for the secret agent thing.
Before you can make that jump? Of course not. This Barbie couldn't possibly grab a ledge or anything.
Oh, nope. Oh, come on. So them calling in the radio, like, affects my health. But my health also recovers. So
The 5G is actually killing you slowly. That's what they warned us about.
you know, I'm hoping the audio is fine here, but I'm going to lower it even more just because it is so
No, that is fair.
unpleasant.
We ever do a follow-up to the bad game music listen-on? I have a suggestion.
Ooh, boy.
Okay, at least you got enough air control. You were able to jump and get that.
Anyway, because there's so little to talk about here, let me just finish my emulator rant for the night. Cass's weekly emulation rant with a message to emulator developers, which is that we can do so much better. It's just a call for like basic accessibility, standardization of features like rewind and stuff like that. And you know, a big part of it is that emulator developers, people who are like programmers, are very typically, in my experience, as I'm like beginning to discover, are not like overly concerned with the user experience. Is like the recurring issue that I seem to be running into and butting my head against. Is that none of them seem to give any shit. It's like the same way that, you know, like modders. You know what? I want to see what's in the secret vault. Secret car? Sick.
Now you can drive through every level.
It's a subway train ticket. Camille must be at the station. Someone else take over. You should be able to just pick up the controls and keep it going.
Yeah, sorry. You have to truck. I'm almost done.
I was also eating. Let me grab it.
Fuck's sake.
All right.
It's the same way that, you know, you go to like Nexus mods, right? And you see like the most elaborate gameplay mod ever invented. It adds like whole new like worlds to games that you've played previously. There's like it's like the lengths are like, you know, like AAA like level quality of, oh my god. Okay, there you go. Of like effort put into them, and then like, the header image for will be some MS Paint bullshit that looks like thrown together in like in 2 seconds, and it just speaks to how people can like be specialized in like one skill set, be it like programming or like, you know, like decompiling, like cracking the code on how to make emulation work, but then the part where they actually have to make it usable by human beings is like 99th on their list of priorities. And I feel like that's all emulator developers who have ever lived. You know, it's just
it's better now. My rant of this would have been when PlayStation 1 emulation was plug-in based.
Yes.
Where you get an emulator, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you need different software to render, to do sound, to read CDs.
Same with the N64 emulation for the longest time.
That was a terrible period. Glad we don't rely on that stuff anymore.
He'll walk into it. He'll eventually come this way and just walk directly into that cloud. Yep, now you run past him. Yep.
I wish I had some more like horizontal view.
I wish you had more fucking gadgets
in this
game. Yeah.
This is a general issue. The Game Boy, well, both the Game Boy and Advance kind of had this issue sometimes.
No, go up and to the left. There's another CD to the up and to the left.
That just
yeah,
up and to the
the
left.
thing I need down there. All right.
This is the right.
See, I can't.
No, I said up and to the left 4 times, Charkie.
Left, Charkie.
Oh, left.
Oh, god damn it! But they still have that.
I
in the
also
way.
can't.
Damn it. Yeah, we all got proven to be
Fuck
fools.
this. I'm taking over.
I know you love your Barbie games, so
I just want to see what the secrets are. They have me hooked with the secrets. Are they like these modifiers? Are they different skins for stuff? Also, I can just play this game very quickly, it seems. Very efficiently. So I don't know.
But yeah, no, Game Boy Color Advance, some games would prioritize like the sprites and then make them massive, and it's like you don't have that much resolution to work with. This game would be a lot better if this character was half the size, so you had like smaller levels. You know, if you ever played those weird conversions of Super Nintendo games Nintendo made, one of the noticeable issues is that, you know, the resolution is smaller than a Super Nintendo, so it's just a super zoomed in version of like Mario World and Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, those were not fully realized. Remember the NES Classics line on Game Boy Advance as well, where they were just like putting out like Metroid and other stuff, and it was just like borderline unplayable because of the level of like sprite compression and scaling that they did, and like how the resolution like did not match up in any way, shape, or form.
Like what's it? Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on Game Boy Color is cool in theory, but actually playing it sucks because it's like a double zoomed in version of the game.
By the way, this is literally just moving up and down. There's nothing else. I've tried every button. There's nothing else I can do here. I'm gonna get so many CDs though. I'm gonna listen to so much music. And this is what the secret car is. It just gives you a different car skin. I wonder if the skins are all just different outfits for you and for your vehicle. Would be sick if so.
Fucking music.
Give me that 10 CD.
No, I think you got all 10.
I can go backwards. I don't need to be all the way up to the right-hand side of the screen if I don't want to be. I wonder if the default car is shorter. Your cover's been blown. Nah, I refuse. I'll just play it like this. Oh my god. Yeah, this car is too long. I wonder if the default car was like, give me the secret car that's a BMW. Give me a punch buggy. Give me a motorcycle. Give me something that's like occupies less than a fifth of the horizontal screen space. Thank you very much. Slime says, why is Barbie driving that Spirit of 1937?
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, Submarine, they show these cars, style cars off early in that film. And... just keeps going.
Am I doing something wrong here? Do I need to, like, rear end this? Oh. These two are having two different conversations with two different people. We just happen to be looking at the intersection of it here. The boatman tells Barbie she's something about how Imperial Emeralds, Camille, must be off to China. That's a
she must
hell
be.
Of a leap.
Yeah.
Fibden. You got that one, Charkie? Did you write that down for me?
Got it. All right, fibbed in.
Yep. It's just different outfits. Which is, you know, at least that's meaningfully something. You know, I take this over concept art or whatever, right?
Yeah.
The concept art for this game just be a doll. Just be a picture of it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you have a new thing. Oh. It's
Oh, yeah, those
Ibo?
robot
Is that what they're
dogs.
called?
Yeah.
Wait, is that like the first experiment in trying to make a transgender symbol?
Is she, you know, a wristwatch? A grapple hook user?
It is the smallest thing to mention.
Ooh.
But whoever did this music
Was
has
racist.
gone for Japanese instead of Chinese.
By the way, I have
Like
no
they're
gadgets
using-
for stunning. I have no gadgets that could theoretically stun that guard, because it's just this robot dog. Oh.
Oh.
I get it. Ooh, the
Don't
gadgets
go
are the
that
worst
way.
part of this.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was expecting you to hit the roof there.
The limited
Oh,
gadgets are the thing that kills this game dead.
Oh, look, it's Great Wall China. God, this
I
is
mean,
just like Mario's is missing.
I appreciate the idea that they're doing different gadgets for different like areas, so that each area has its own thing to it. Like this is grapple hook and dog place. I feel like at a certain point, if you're like doing too many gadgets, then you would just get like kind of overloaded with like this is too much shit for me to juggle right now. But this particular set of gadgets is not giving you great options for getting past these guys. Like the
No,
last
it's giving me
thing you did.
effectively no options for getting past these guys. But luckily, you can just take, like, so much time. You can be, like, visible for so long without it mattering.
I wonder if these are the only two hacking games in this.
Possibly. Probably. I also know how much more of this we're going to play. I mean, I know how much more of this we're going to play, which is not very much. But like, it seems like they had ambitions to, you know, match the relative ambition of... Oh,
There you go.
it's like Dr.
Yeah, that
Jekyll and
tracks.
Mr. Hyde. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on NES, where you can hide inside the doors. A feature that no one remembers to utilize in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on the NES, but which does in fact exist.
Once again, I was thinking of Assassin's Creed, the 2D games.
Yeah, you can just safely ignore the guards for the most
These
part.
are like those guards at the Louvre who, like, all they can
Let
do
it
is say, like, hey,
happen.
don't do that. Stop.
Why I oughta. Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
they just shout, I remember you. I won't let you back in.
Here's
Doing
where
all
just
that
the
stealing.
exit. There it is.
I kind of want that
Yeah, there's
CD.
a ladder just to get right down there.
Momentum? Yes. There we go. I love this newsreel music.
Yeah, I was
This
about to say
6 o'clock news ass beat they got going. I bet this is going to be another fucking side-scrolling mission, and the third mission will be another vehicle mission. And that's the gameplay loop, is this like 2 sections ad infinitum. Which is a bit of a problem. Which is a bit of,
Yeah.
And then just swapping out the gadgets in each of the side-scrolling sections.
I'm curious if you were to get to the third part, which I'm doubting we will, but if we get to the third part,
I've had to fly through it.
If they would have like a third suite of gadgets, or if we'd start seeing repeats already.
Oh, you mean like the third like country that you go to, which is like the next set of like, yeah. Well, I guess we're not going to see that because
that's what I was saying. I don't think we're going to see that. But like, yeah, I'm curious if they'd have another 2 new gadgets, or if at that point we've already seen every gadget, and now they just say dog and invisibility ring.
I mean, folk, if you're curious, you can always watch the long play or something. You can always consult people who are not us for answers to these burning questions.
So it's what we always say: we don't finish what we start.
Not on theme nights. If we were long playing this, what a long play this would be. Barbie, Secret Agent, whatever, for the Game Boy Advance. The most successful long play in the history of the Bad Game Hall of Fame channel.
We could get another Barbie game under our belt for a long play. I've already done the one.
Oh, you can send the dog to collect the CDs through the ceiling, through the.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
guess you
a neat
can
idea.
get that too. There you go.
But how do I actually get out of this level is the question.
Oh, there's a ladder right there. Just punch him. Hey, Barbie, just punch the guy.
No violence allowed. That was the rule that was passed down to them at the expense of like making a even remotely acceptable video game. Even if you just had like a gadget that like effectively amounted to combat, right? Just like like stun gun.
Your smoke thing was the closest thing to that.
Bowler that just ties them up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I wonder, throughout the pantheon of all Barbie games, if you're to try and examine them, what is the most violent Barbie game? There should be an answer out there. Yeehaw! Say something nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. A while ago, Oddhead did a video with his wife where they reviewed every Barbie game ever made. I'm trying to think. Maybe the PC version of this.
Oh, nope. Not doing more side scroll, and that's gonna do it for Secret Agent Barbie.
But wait, you have to say something nice. It flipped the script on you. You thought you were gonna do a vehicle level, but you didn't.
I'll say the late levels, for as convoluted as they were, weren't maze-like. So they were better than levels in like Triple X, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
It seems like it's less of a waste of fucking time, which is, partially consequence for this being made for younger girls, right? But, at the same time, I will take any excuse to have a game that just, like, doesn't waste my fucking time. That's paramount to me. That's key to me, is that a game respects my time and lets me just get on with my fucking day. Because I'm not here to play games for fun. That's work for me. So the less time I spend playing them, the better. That's where I'm at right now. Speaking of work, move on to our next game. And who among you wants to be the one to play this one? I feel like both of you are going to want to play this one.
Well, I've actually played this one before. I don't think Johnny's ever touched this one.
No, I haven't.
All right, then Johnny, you have the privilege of playing Jim Henson's Muppets in Spy Muppets, licensed to Croak, starring Kermit the Frog as a secret agent. This one was developed by Vicarious Visions, the other Game Boy Advance developer. I said that, Digital Clips did half the GBA games. Vicarious Visions, they did the other half. So yeah. they split it like 50-50 down the line. And I mention published by TDK Mediactive. Because there we are. As far as I'm aware, there was no like Spy Muppets movie or TV show or anything of that sort. The concept of Spy Muppets was developed for this game. I'm probably wrong about that.
But this is a game that back when I was doing Discord exclusive theme nights, I hosted Muppet Night, and this is one of the games I played, and I think this was the funniest of the ones that I played.
Incredible soundtrack out the gate. The most legally adjacent James Bond theme.
Oh, goodness sake.
For goodness sakes, Agent Frog, don't be so jumpy. Aren't
Oh, that's pretty good.
you the world's greatest secret agent?
Actually, that's the world's wettest secret agent. I don't have a Kermit voice, but it'll
It's
have
good enough. It's better than mine. Well, that explains the puddles.
I can kind of.
You'll give it a shot next. We'll give you a shot, then I will weigh in real time. Who has the privilege of doing the Kermit impression for this? Doing the bad Kermit impression for this? Well, that explains the puddles. In any case, a major crisis is at hand, and only Muppet stands in evil's path.
Okay. Kermit the Frog here. Danger leaves me, neither shaken or stirred.
Can you do that like 20 decibels louder so that the microphone actually picks it up?
Yeah, okay, I'll try. Kermit, Agent Patriot, what is my mission?
Okay, Charkie.
I already forgot how I did it.
Well, that's more like it, Agent Frog. Now pay attention. We've learned of a major plot that may involve many of our arch foes. King Prawn, Dr. Nose, even that good secret agent turned bad, Piggy Galore.
Piggy?
Galore, put your personal feelings aside for once, Agent Frog. This is serious business. Go to the high-tech global see all kinds of stuff tracking room and decide which villain to pursue first. Then I'll advise you on your next steps.
I do like Slam Jim Ray's comment that it was a good calm impression if you squint your ears. I appreciate that.
All right. Are you ready for the most convoluted level select ever invented by human beings?
Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, oh, I see what they're doing here.
Congratulations, you selected a stage.
Got the King Prawn. Oh, yeah. I feel like I could do an impression of him, but I feel like I shouldn't.
We are convinced that secret hidden evil league of lobsters is somehow mixed up in this scheme. They're acting fishy. SHELLL's leader, King Prawn, is holed up in his hidden headquarters. However, we've spotted a number of shell operatives preparing to leave the area. Follow them to the secret hideout. Agents B&B are waiting to help prepare your special spy boat. Yes, unfortunately we are somewhat busy, Agent Frog. The boat is nearly ready, but some last-minute additions will be necessary by you.
By me? But that's your job.
You'll do fine, Agent Frog. Good luck and be sure to bring us enemy gadgets.
That's odd. Well, I'd better get to the workshop before those hench lobsters get away. I meant to watch some Kermit before this stream to get some sort of idea of what his voice is.
But, someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection.
Now, yeah, you might have done the best there, Cass.
It's not good.
Scroll. No.
Oh, stop. Okay, now go. For some reason, it was affecting my windows again.
Oh, I see.
What was that? Aha! Was that your Windows doing that? I thought that was my Windows doing that.
I don't know what doing that was. I just saw it like fucking with my Windows Explorer. Which, you know,
yeah,
on a Windows level, controllers should not be able to control any part of the Windows interface. Ever. At any point. I don't care about whatever Xbox Game Bar bullshit, fuck this, whatever they have implemented. If I want to control my computer with a fucking controller, put me in the ground. I'm already dead. I got a mouse and keyboard for a fucking reason.
So, I love that GIF. And also, this game is incredibly hard not to vocal stim the entire thing.
Aha! Ready for the open seas, eh, Frog? Good. Agent Rat from Sewer has been assigned backup duty on this mission. Unfortunately, he can't swim, but I'm sure you'll both be fine. Maybe. Good luck.
You can't fall too far behind that shell lobster boat or they'll get away. I'm tempted to just walk out of the room and, like, watch an episode of the Muppet Show.
Yeah,
I'm coming back,
we'll
I
be back
got
in
it.
30 minutes.
Control your
yeah.
boat's speed up and down the steer. Okay. And the boat engine, I pick up the icons, press A or B.
Okay, secret is you don't want to jump. The jump is limited, and it's basically useless. You have 3 lanes here you can dodge between, and it's fairly obvious what lane items or obstacles show up in.
Okay, now if you go that fast. Wow, that's it.
You fell far too far behind.
Okay. Crap, I gotta go really quick then. All right.
Yeah, you seem to be holding right out the fucking gates and then not bumping anything at the beginning of the mission, and eventually you will be like right behind them.
Oh, that's mean.
All right, so this is the distance you want to maintain. It unfortunately means that you will be constantly dealing with like the shrimps coming off, but also it's very easy to not get hit by those.
Yeah, you just don't be on the same plane. Yeah.
Now this goes on a little too fucking long, this sequence, and sequences like it. Every mission in this game, it has the same basic formula. Oh God, wherein you are you start by assembling your vehicle. I mean, you start by selecting your mission that you want to do on the mission select.
Yeah.
Then you assemble your vehicle. Then you do one of these chase sequences, and then you have like a somewhat unique style of gameplay for like the actual mission at hand. Like, you know, I know Miss Piggy's stage, which you're probably not going to get a chance to get to, is like a what's the name of the game where you're adjusting trajectory and you're throwing stuff at your opponents, whether it be like arrows or like missiles. Charkie, you talk about this game.
I could. Oh,
feel like
wait.
There's a version that's just called Tank, isn't there?
Yeah, like Shattered Earth.
Yes.
Or Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth, yes. I think for Kermit, it's, I guess we'll see it in a second, so. Yeah, it's like
apparently
a
that was a
rinse,
5-star
repeat.
performance. Yeah, perfect. He said it.
Frog to Agent Patriot, I've discovered Shell's
Nope.
headquarters.
Frog to Agent Patriot. I discovered Shell's headquarters.
It's fucked up because they showed Sam on the screen, so. Good work, Agent Frog. Exercise caution. That sea cave probably has all kinds of automatic defense systems.
You mean besides the smell?
Waka waka.
Wait, why did I bother with a scuba deer? I'm a frog. Oh well.
Yeah. Man, we had a couple of themes tonight, aside from Spies. Underwater levels, minigame collections.
Spies love the scuba. Unfortunately, doesn't make for good gameplay. I found this section to be bullshit. There was someone in chat who said, oh, it's a literal Babby game. No. Kids would not make it through this.
Yeah.
I don't think this adult bag is about to make it through it. I think they're about to fuck this up egregiously.
We're scrolling the wrong direction for a Game Boy Advance screen.
Yeah, and you have like speed control. It takes a long time to stop.
I think the trick is that I don't think you're on any sort of timer at all. So I think the trick is you don't go fast. Like, I think going fast is your instinct in a trap.
Yeah,
I was doing it at max speed. Okay, I'm taking over.
That sucks.
Are you telling me you failed because someone pinched you? Get back in there, Agent Frog. There comes a point where if you lose these missions, you get a chance to continue by, like, the backup agent. I had that happen to me during the Miss Piggy mission where, I think it was, like, fucking Animal had to break me out of my imprisonment.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take damage for this for sure, but...
Oh, okay, the whirlpools don't seem to damage you.
So what I'm just doing is I'm just looking at the sides of the screen for where the the arms are going to pop out of.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
harder
really?
if you assume that the whirlpools are going to damage you somehow.
Left. I'm also just predicting, like, you know, that it's going to, like, alternate more times often than not.
As we get 3 lefts in a row.
On the right, yeah.
It looks like the health kits barely heal you, by the way.
Yeah, they heal you for 1 point of damage.
Yeah, that's messed up.
They're an investment.
I wish there was
building
a
up your
progress
savings
bar.
account with pennies.
I do wish there was just a progress bar at the top of the screen that let me know how much longer each level was.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna give me that Guitar Hero vision. Everything's gonna be moving when I look away.
There we go. All right, give this a shot. This next mission.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it should be the boss fight.
If a wetsuit makes most people frogmen, does that make me a frog? We'll never know.
That's a joke about how, like, scuba agents are called frogmen when you're, like, infiltrating with a harpoon gun or whatever when you're Navy.
Oh, thanks for explaining my own joke back to me. I've
For the benefit of the
snapping
audience.
I've made it past the snapping claws, sir. Now entering the deepest levels of the Shell headquarters. Hi. You continue to harass me, Mr. Frog. This makes me very mad, okay?
Very good. That's good.
Now you must pay.
It's more like, okay.
Hey, G, do you accept credit cards?
Okay, left, right, dodge the claws. Press A or B when near the claw to try and send electrical charge back.
Oh, it's Dr. Ock.
All right. My hint for this, always be moving. Because if the claw comes down directly on top of you, it can, like, pick you up.
This somehow controls very badly.
Looks like you're playing Root Beer Tapper.
The world's worst version of it.
Okay, your like stun gun has slightly not good hitbox, but slightly better than I was thinking it was gonna have.
Yeah, you're cutting it way too close trying to, like, sneak in. Okay. Let's see what happens if you die. Let's see if you get a bonus mission here.
Time we finish with you, Frog. You'll look like the kids meal it. Doc Hoppers. Eve, I'm allergic to being eaten by shellfish.
Don't give up, Frog. Agent Rat from Sewer will attempt to cut the power to the winch. Yeah, so failing in the boss fights is where you get the these bonus missions. All right.
Okay.
Oh man, I would prefer not to play this bonus mission. Johnny.
Oh.
Johnny, stop. Go other direction. Oh wait. There you go.
Where am I going now?
To chew the wires.
I do have to chew all the wires. Okay.
Yes, you're trying to cut off the
Yes.
power.
Okay, it's not mash to chew. That's what I thought it was. It's just timing based. Wow, even this controls bad. Alright, I see where the last one is.
Yeah. That was close. I got back in there, and this time the king take King Prawn by surprise.
Whatever happened to missions with beaches and beautiful women? Like, I should just do Kermit my normal ass voice for as good as I can do a Kermit.
All right, let me give this a shot. Let's see if I can do this flawless.
Yeah, go ahead. I feel like if I practiced long enough, I could do it. Kermit the Frog here.
Oh,
It's that
I
higher
was-
pitch.
I was wondering if you were thinking of, like, if you price on if you could do Kermit or this minigame.
Oh, maybe not this minigame.
I mean, I find this game, honestly, my take on this is that this is probably the best game of the night.
Oh,
I
wow.
find the controls to be like completely responsive. I've had no issue playing any of the mini games in this.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening.
And I think it has a decent variety to it as well.
Yeah, I was like, if stopping where I wanted to, felt awkward. In that maze section, like, if I was trying to go down a specific path, I kept overdoing it.
I'll take that one hit. I think it's just a matter of, like, you know, I think a lot of this game is reflexive. And also, like, but it's also predictive to the extent that you can, like, there are context clues. You can, like, you know, train your eyes to look at a certain part. Like, I'm not looking at Kermit at all here. I'm only looking at the top of the screen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I'm realizing that's the secret, yeah.
Yeah.
Stars.
Let's put them away.
I guess this enemy gadget might be useful. And hey, it's waterproof. I'll bring it back to Agent B&B.
Good work, Agent Frog. King Prawn will remain comfortable here while you deliver that enemy gadget to Agents B&B. Ooh, what have you brought us, Agent Frog?
This is a key component to King Prawn's metal lobster claw machine.
Oh, wonderfully useful. Good work, Agent Frog.
Thanks. Too bad I can't say the same for you two.
Oh,
Chuckle fucks.
Very funny, Mr. Frog. You certainly put the funny in Secret Agents. I like that line a lot. Yes, Beaky, I know there's no funny in Secret Agent. I just couldn't think of a clever comeback. Come, let's go.
They just don't seem to care anymore.
I wish they gave Beacon more
Why
lines,
should
'cause
I care?
I think I could do that impression.
Anyway, that's just that's 1/4 of the game. So what happens is you clear these 3 missions, and then there's a secret 4th mission, and then there's a big twist in this game that we won't spoil here. But anyway, I think this game's fine. I think this game is you know,
Oh,
it's Muppet-tastic.
Oh.
But I think we have you know, let's do one more game. And I'm going to skip. We had 2 PS2 games planned tonight. I'm going to skip both of those. So this is a mostly GBA night.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I think
The GBA, the most spy-like of consoles, because you can
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah, it's easiest to sneak past security.
it's like a gadget in and of itself. So I guess our last game of the night is going to be Princess Natasha, Student, Secret Agent, Princess.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, it's a 2006 game by Frame Studios and published by DSI Games. Okay. Remember AOL?
Uh-huh.
The internet provider? They had a... they had this brilliant idea back before, you know, the World Wide Web was ubiquitous in the way it is now, where instead of memorizing, like, website URLs, you'd have to memorize keywords, was all you'd have to memorize. So instead of, like, typing in google.com, it would be like AOL keyword Google. So you'd just be trimming the .com off of it because they thought, like, the extensions were. Anyway, so that meant that they had, like, their own suite of websites that would just be like AOL Kids, for example. And so they had an AOL Kids. They had a Kids Zone on AOL where they hosted a number of, like, early, like, Flash and Shockwave games and maybe even some cartoons. Cartoons and games the likes of Princess Natasha here, who was an AOL Kids character. And people forget that AOL did not immediately die with the advent of better internet providers. They persisted for a while, long enough to...
Onto the coaster business.
In the Frisbee business. I tossed so many fucking free AOL free trial CDs from Blockbuster as Frisbees. Me and a friend would just collect those, and we'd fucking launch them at each other in the parking lot. Good times. Anyway, Princess Natasha was an AOL Kids series of cartoons, and I think some, like, Flash games, as mentioned. And I believe her backstory, this character backstory, is that she's a princess from some made-up country. She comes to America, And in addition to being a princess, she's hiding that while she's being a student, but she's also at the same time hiding a third thing, which is being a secret agent. So she has no less than 2 distinct secret identities that she is simultaneously hiding. And so they're running this web series from like 2005 to 2007. And so this comes out in the middle of that. They decided, let's try to expand beyond this website, beyond like the free offerings on this web zone, and try to capitalize on this character. And so that leads us to this. And that's as much backstory as I can give you, having had no affinity for this series back in the day, having had no knowledge of this until fucking a week ago when we were first like scouting some of the games for this. Charkie.
Yes.
Can you play this one?
Sure.
Let me level the audio real quick. Get a load of this intro. I think this is like a slideshow version of the intro to the show. But because it's a slideshow, it just comes across so rapid fast and...
Yeah.
Yeah, blink and you'll miss any context. I do like how the band on her crown, when she's not wearing the crown, she just lets that down and lets that be her hair. Like her bangs. Extras. Well, I gotta know what the extras are. Artwork. Oh, we can unlock some artwork, some sick pictures, some codes. Oh, here we go.
These are pictures, but these are not. Well,
this
these
is
are not works
art.
of art.
Don't you dare call this artwork.
That's actually it's interesting. They would include like this sort of reference pose thing. Yeah. Good to know.
And that's it.
All right, that's all of that. But what does art look like?
Oh, just straight concept art.
Oh, I think this is like the work for the actual show itself. Like when they're doing.
Yeah, no, these would have been like. I think I saw a storyboard there, and this would have been just
autograph copy.
I'd say, that'd be worth a pretty penny. Which I mean, one very pretty looking penny, but still ultimately 1 cent.
Okay, no, I thought they were just going to tell you, and here's the codes. All right, got last thing. That's kind of what I thought. All right.
There is a Nintendo DS version of this game, by the way. It is the same exact game, but they have a completely unnecessary second screen that you use to interface with it. Hello, Natasha. Something strange is happening. Here, take a look.
Take a look at this.
Citizens
What do you
look
think of it?
crazed.
They're becoming zombies.
You must do something as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Wait, Natasha, I'll help you. I'm trying to connect with the city map.
Doing a bad job not letting people know she's a spy or a princess.
It looks like robots are trying to turn citizens into zombies. I will give you an antidote.
That was fast. Shit. It works quick.
The zombifier. I knew it would come in useful one day.
I'm a prepper.
Besides, making my room smell good.
Race to the joke.
Part 1, what?
Huh?
Strange to have all of this.
Yeah.
What?
Is that a picture of Shaggy in the top left?
I'll just go to the park, I guess.
Oh, I definitely don't have a Shaggy in me.
Like Zoink Scoob!
Thanks, man. Okay, maybe I could.
Oh, thank God there's voice acting in the game. I don't have to do anything.
Alright, 2 modifications. Alright, magnet. Tinny. Shatter.
I think I went to school with a boy called Tinny Shatter.
Okay, no. You know, when you said 2, you could have also just told me you only had 2.
I think he was a chimney sweep.
Please talk faster. Okay.
Just take both these things.
Okay. A to kick. That's it. Is this Pang? Wait. Is this paying but complicated?
Mm-hmm. Jumping attacks will help. I discovered that.
I seem to have stun locked them over here. Okay.
I think this might be the most lowly critically rated game of the night, this one. You know, because you can find sickos who think that James Bond is like an acceptable video game. You can find people who stand up for Guy Spy because it's on the Amiga and they were desperate to pretend that they had any real games on their console. You know, you can find these sorts of things. You can find people standing up for some of these games. This one, across the board, people were just like, fuck this! is the case seemed to be.
How do I unlock the other? Aha.
Uh-huh!
Okay, so that's limited. That just has like some sort of cooldown on it.
I found the gadgets to be largely useless.
I guess it depends.
You're getting more use out of them than I did. Okay.
Yeah. It seems the more useful one is the one that actually has limited ammo.
Oh, it's a zombie.
Oh, it's a dive kick.
Do you have the dezombifier? I think you're not going to want to kill him. I think you're going to want to use the dezombifier on him. Strike a pose. Hold it.
I don't have a dezombifier. Wait, I do. Wait, it's L. There we go. Okay. Come on.
Fresh Tendrils in chat says, if Bad Game Hall of Fame has taught me anything, it's that Amiga games are psychological warfare against children. Like, yeah, honestly, I mean, it was like a cult. Like, it's the concept of, okay, you've bought into this ecosystem, you've bought this piece of hardware, you bought into this computer, and we're gonna make games for it because that's what you do. That's how you show off, like, you know, the specs, the power of your hardware. And
I don't think you're doing damage, Charkie.
I am doing damage. Very
barely
slowly.
any. Yeah. And
you
so,
see how
like,
much damage the cake is doing too. It's very.
It's just
slow.
quicker though, for sure.
Yeah.
It's just you take what you can get when you have like platforms that are just inherently like unlovable, like the Amiga was. And you know, this is obviously me being flippant because, you know, the Amiga at a point in time was like one of the most advanced computers on the market. The things it was capable of doing, you know, eluded DOS machines, IBM DOS compatibles of the era for a while. I mean, gaming on PCs was really just like, was kind of fucking hot garbage until a guy by the name of John Carmack invented a sprite scrolling algorithm that made it so that like PC games could actually play like console games. Like, people will talk about, like, you know, Doom and how like that changed the game, and they're right that it did change the game, but like before that, like the real turning point, the moment at which like PC gaming like in DOS like became viable was fucking Commander Keen.
Yeah.
And like prior to that, the Amiga could do smooth scrolling. That was like the thing that really set it apart. That, you know, when you compared DOS games to Amiga games at the time, Amiga games came in full color. They had like, you know, the Amiga had like, you know, some sound capabilities built in, so you wouldn't have to get a sound card necessarily. And it had like,
part
you know,
free right here.
Oh, very good.
Nice. You can already get that in the city.
So, you know, like it had like certain advantages. But, you know, it also had the unfortunate thing where it wasn't really successful in the United States at any point in North America, where it only really took off in Europe, where they were already primed by the microcomputer market, by the likes of the ZX Spectrum and Amstrad and et al., et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, there's a lot of nuance to this sort of thing. There is a lot of nuance, but, you know, ultimately, does every game on the Amiga suck? Yes. I mean, it's just the long short of it is that you had like these European developers who were making these miserable fucking slog platformers, and then you would occasionally have that, like, you know, you'd occasionally get like, you know, something like innovative, like an Elite or whatever, like, you know, that pushes the system to its, like, you know, limits in terms of like, you know, like space exploration or what have you, doing something really overly complicated that isn't particularly fun to play, but is like impressive on some level. That's because the speed, like the processing speed, was never there. across any of those games. And what resulted in were just like slow, plodding, miserable games that looked pretty and had a lot under the hood, but were ultimately this completely unapproachable. Because, you know, if you were playing them, that means that you'd configured your Amiga properly, and if you configured your Amiga properly, it meant you were the hugest fucking nerd in the world. To like get your system up and running and to like use like whatever like command line interface to boot your games. Amiga had an OS, so it had like a graphic user interface. So that's a slight exaggeration. But, you know, like ultimately, like yeah, it's just games that, you know, if I'm being like fully honest, were like impressive for their time, but just like by no measure. Get that drink; it'll restore your health. It's too late. That's what the items that pop up are for, by the way. They increase your health, which is why they're there for like half a second. The ultimate point I'm trying to make is that so many old games do not hold up. And we live in this ridiculous cult culture now in the retro gaming scene where people pretend like these fucking like games for the Amiga and ZX Spectrum and Commodore 64 at all have like any legs to them. Like they still matter. Like they haven't, you know, the past 40 years have not seen incredible advancements in not just technology, but in like user experience, in accessible gameplay, in taking these heady concepts and not dumbing them down, but just making them like controllable, intuitive, in a way that lets you have the depth of the old school PC games, but just presented in a much cleaner, more accessible format. And it's just like this cult of retro gamers who put their fucking fingers in their ears and close their eyes and say nah 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 whenever you try to claim that like actually SNES JRPGs were pretty bad. As it turns out, a lot of them is, like did not respect your time, moved at a glacial pace, would take like 30 seconds to get in and out of a minute-long fight before you get along on your way. And it's actually way cooler and better now that we have action RPGs that just like are completely fluid and bounce seamlessly back and forth between narrative and combat. It's actually like fucking incredible, the state of RPGs now.
I still think the amount of people who come into some of these older SNES games who have never played them before, play them for the first time and go like, actually, I really like this, speaks more in this case to like preference.
I think what it is just it's reputation. I think people are primed in some capacity to see something like a Chrono Trigger, for example. And I know I'm gonna get like endless shit for shitting on Chrono Trigger right now, but by God, that game crawls. By God, that game wastes your fucking time. It's great. The narrative is fine.
We've also established that you want games to move to a certain extent.
And I think the audience, the market has spoken. You know, by and large, the majority of players want that.
Yeah, but there's still people who do like that.
And I'm just saying that they're
like,
better served.
I don't think it's like mindlessness. I think it is like there's just people who like literally like, yeah, this is actually their jam. And that's not you. But I don't think there are people who are going at these things either from like their nostalgic point of view or from having experienced for the first time, but having heard that it was good, who are only informed by nostalgia or wanting to be perceived as like saying like, hey, this thing I heard was good. There are people who legitimately enjoy this stuff. It's like, it's alien to you, sure. But there are people who, what?
One hit killed.
All right. But no, there are people who do legitimately enjoy a bunch of this old stuff.
The thing I want to add, I'm honestly kind of glad I did not specifically grow up with Amiga or Spectrum, ZX Spectrum stuff, because it doesn't look like it was good in retrospect, what little I've seen. So that I feel like I would have not had the same connection to a lot of games, or would have felt like, you know, looking back and gone like, oh no, this was all nonsense. It's a weird thing to say, but it's just, I look at a lot of those games, it's just like, yeah, I don't know if I would have even stuck with these in a, well, this is the only thing you have to do sense. And, yeah, with some older games, they definitely do waste your time in ways that are harder to tolerate now. I wouldn't say so much about Chrono Trigger, but there are definitely some...
Yeah, Chrono Trigger's a bad example that immediately set it off on the wrong foot. That's on me.
No, but there are similar style of games where if I was playing them now, you know, like a turn-based RPG with stuff like that, it's like, playing them in an emulator where you can play at like 5x speed, mwah. That like makes like those games way better to go back to.
I mean, I'll be honest, for my own point of view, when I went and played Final Fantasy VII again most recently, I did use like the speed up options that are present in the modern port, just because that does make it easier to play. But that doesn't mean that Final Fantasy VII was a bad game.
No.
No, by that point, they're at least like
PC
making
version
some
of,
acquiescences. By the time you're in the 3D generation, in the PS1 generation, they're making some acquiescences towards like, you know, getting players, like, you know, creating like a immediately satisfying, more intuitive gameplay loop in a way that
Something nice about this game, I don't have a fucking idea because this is boring.
No,
as hell.
this looks bad, tedious. It's not great to look at either.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
why
like the
we've
weird
focused
speech.
so long on this conversation.
Yeah, I do like the weird speech voice they give him. It kind of reminds me of the Tingle games on DS, and that's the only nice thing I can say.
Yeah, this game, it was funny to explain its origins, but we've just been filling air while this is happening.
And the fact this is the whole game. It's just this.
Yeah,
it
I
is just
presume.
this.
For hours.
Okay.
So I pegged it immediately as this is just awkward pang.
Okay, fuck this.
Yeah. Okay.
We can't go out on that note. I don't want to go too long, but I have to. I need a show. We need something to end the night on that's going to be stronger than that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back in time a year. I'm going to pull out one of those PS2 games. Fuck it. I'm pulling the Hugo lever. It's fucking Agent Hugo for PS2, developed by IT Media, published by IT Media. It's Secret Agent Hugo. We're going to do a Hugo night one of these nights. We've threatened it for years.
Heck, you could do an Agent Hugo night. There's apparently 4 games called that on Twitch.
There sure fucking are. Oh my god, yeah, that Princess Natasha game was... Desperate times call for desperate fucking measures, I'll say that much. It's launched in the background, folks. Soon we will be delivered. Pre-caching the disc. The anticipation is killing me. It's also going to kill me as PCSX2, but that's a whole other kettle of fish. Give it a second, let it cook.
Take a nice moment to breathe.
Mm-hmm. Prepare yourself.
Folks, have it confirmed.
When did this come out?
Take a guess.
What, American Icon Hugo?
No memory card? No memory card? Oh.
I mean,
Oh, right, I remember I was fucking around with
yeah.
memory cards, right. Okay, we have a memory card now. Oh, but I said continue without saving by accident anyway. That's fine. That's okay. I don't think I need to save my fucking data here for Agent Hugo. Now, I will note there's no subtitles in this game for like any of the in-game dialogue, which sucks. Pro92 says, are the guys of Swords of Sodan involved in Hugo? Yeah, if you read our Sword of Sodan article, 2 of the guys... Oh, the game just starts, by the way.
Agent Hugo, sorry I have to disturb you on your first workday, but our radar has detected something mysterious. It is the green M on your GPS, bottom right on the screen. Sail there immediately and investigate. You can press the cross button to accelerate and the square button to stop. You can also steer the boat with the left analog stick.
I'm already on my way, Miss Altubright.
Yeah, I just want to...
from what I understand, she wasn't, but...
The green M on the GPS is the place you need to reach in order to fulfill your mission.
I just wanted to link our Sword of Sodan article, backgamehallofame.com/sword-of-sodan, because I don't remember the names of the developers. This is the most comprehensive article ever written on Sword of Sodan, blah, 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 blah. All right, Hugo time.
Yeah, now pay attention, Hugo.
That is highly unprofessional of you.
They say it's highly unprofessional when I shoot random civilians and blow them up and kill them.
It's highly unprofessional of you. I expected more from you, weird little goblin
But why
thing.
these cars on the river? That doesn't make sense.
Altubright here.
Did I do that?
Planes Agent Hugo. Ensure you hit the right target.
Is there any consequence for what you're doing?
That's what I'm trying to find out. I don't think there is.
If you do this enough, you unlock the Dark Hugo path.
What did I just hit? Hey, what are you doing?
Daryl says,
Jojo
this is
pointing
reminding
out.
me of Beyond Good and Evil.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong.
To Agent Hugo. Get the villains, troll. To Agent Hugo. You're way off target.
What? That's it, though. Hugo's just trolling. He's
Yeah.
just shooting cars because he's trolling.
Firearms in the diary the only Agent Hugo.
They really
gotta-
just let you keep doing it. There is no consequence for it.
It's, you know, teaching kids lessons about life.
Agent Hugo, it's a torpedo. Stop it immediately.
Oh,
I'm sure it's a torpedo from your agency stopping you.
They should have got the guy from the Crackdown games to get angry at you when you kill civilians.
Torpedo, Agent Hugo. Excellent work, Agent Hugo.
excellent work, they say.
There was a
Excellent
lot of
work,
dialogue
Agent
there.
Hugo.
That was
You're allowed to kill one civilian as a treat.
Oh.
Remember to protect.
Cashed in immediately.
Hugo Knight's gonna have to be where we go over the whole history of what the fuck is a Hugo.
Yes.
This
As you all know, our agents are under enormous pressure at this moment. Therefore, I have decided to employ someone new. I expect you all to give him a warm welcome to Risk. Say hello to...
The name's Hugo. Agent Hugo.
But it's a troll.
Yes, he looks like one.
Welcome. I'm Honey Bunny.
But all too bright. A troll in her honorable risk?
The situation is critical. We have
These are all characters invented for this, by the way. It's
Whatever next. A guard.
Agent Hugo is just like a video game spin-off, so like they're treating these characters like they're established.
Look after ourselves.
The original Hugo is just a phone call-in like scam show.
Also, what? Yeah, Honey Bunny just sort of introduced herself apropos of nothing in the middle of a conversation.
Well, I guess I better.
Be like if in the middle of the stream I said, "Hey, I'm Charkie."
your first mission. Start by getting hold of his informant, Felix Leiter, down by the Royal Casino. He may have vital information about
It's
her
not really a
criminal.
pun.
no, it's because it's Felix Leiter, the CIA guy
yes,
from the Bond
yeah.
films.
Oh, okay.
They
Relax. I'll get this sorted out soon.
they couldn't think of
Very
a
well,
pun,
but
so
be
they just
careful.
changed the
I
syllable.
fear we are up against an evil criminal organization.
Nope.
So,
Speaking of,
now we know.
keep saluting.
She thinks
Keep saluting.
Stop my brilliant plan with that troll.
Oh, this is gonna get ugly. Boss, we'll make carpaccio out of him, yeah?
We'll pound our titties and then make her a botcher out of.
Outside a glider bomb, eh?
No trouble.
Perhaps you can take care of this, Hugo Oddjaw.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. I can already hear bones crunching. Yeah.
Damn, action-packed intro.
I feel like when people use the phrase like, "Oh, this looks like a PlayStation 2 game," as a negative,
This is what
This is
they're
what they
envisioning.
think.
This is what
Yeah.
they think of. Yeah.
it's just rough for PS2.
No lighting. You can count the polygons.
Yeah, this is like.
Oh,
If you told me this
God.
was like a late Dreamcast game, I would have gone like, yeah, this is pretty good for Dreamcast.
I hope literally the entire game is just boat segments.
To the town.
Like they have all this other setup, but it is somehow just all on boat.
Challenge me. Then sail to the white dot on the map and start a race.
Oh,
God,
this
is
is
this
open world.
GTA like?
I think it
Yeah, I
might
think
be.
this is like a really bad GTA like.
I mean,
Well-
as open world as an entire game of narrow streets can be.
Oops, it slipped.
But it's GTA if they didn't let you drive on the sidewalk, I guess.
Easy now.
They should not have told me that I could switch weapons by pressing the R2 button. They should not have given me this power.
Excuse me, do you usually shoot people that are just going by?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, so I do. Thanks for asking.
Just how many wrong shots?
Finally made it, friends.
Hello,
Thank you for the raid,
Sasquatulus. Hello,
Sasquatulus.
Raiders. Don't mind us. We're just being the best secret agent we can be. in Agent Hugo for the PS2. And this guy might be a commie spy. Him too.
Agent Hugo, do not.
He's trading state secrets.
I wonder if these devs saw like Jack and Daxter 2.
Oh, that's
Go, like, the
absolutely the
GTA
template.
style.
That is
Yeah,
1000%
they're like,
the
oh, we
template.
could do that.
How do I activate the C?
Now, does Hugo get a dark transformation form? That's why.
I just want to. I think there are on-foot missions in this.
Yeah, Slime Generator chat mentioned that as well. Well, the M, I assume, is the main mission.
It's like they don't give me limited ammo. There's zero consequence for just killing indiscriminately. So why would I not?
You just get nagged at a little bit.
I'll be honest. That's good design for a children's game. Just let them have fun with it.
I'm from Risk.
From Risk? Of course you are. And I'm the president of the moon. Now get lost. I'm waiting for someone.
The name's Hugo. Agent Hugo.
A troll? Oh, man. Risk must really be desperate.
Are we dealing with fantasy racism for this entire game?
Yes.
I gave him a tip-off about a delivery of...
But I mean, also, like, Hugo's not doing anything to mend the reputation of trolls so far in this game. I mean, how many people has he trolled so far under my control? He trolled the hell out of all those boat drivers.
He's a loose cannon, but he always gets the job done.
I'm not, but you ought to be.
Alja, he's on his way.
Oh, that's good. Now we'll get him. Oh, this is gonna really hurt.
I like how they spelled out.
No! Fuck, no. Come on, man.
100% boat-based gameplay.
You must sail to Uptown immediately.
Agent 01 is wearing...
I'm just skipping
I'll return.
all this. Just get me to the part where I get on foot before the night's over. We're already going long.
Yeah, I'm gonna have just a little look ahead.
Other parts of the city.
Albright here. Agent Hugo, remember not to hit property.
Don't worry, though. I won't forget what matters along the way.
Agent Hugo, remember not to... Can't hear you, sorry.
Hey!
Okay. So the long play for this, just under 2 hours.
Villain you just hit.
Yes, there are on-foot missions.
Okay.
I'm not sure how far away we are from it, though. Oh, we are like 10 minutes from that. Maybe 15.
Ay, ay, ay.
Also, this load screen is not... That's the loaded music. That's horrible to listen to. Sounds like a broken, like, aux cable.
Traces of Agent 01.
I'm just going to speed through it and try and hope and pray that we get on feet someday.
Yeah.
Where you can save the game.
You haven't even found the taxi missions.
O2 here. This is far too dangerous, Agent Hugo. I think you should turn back.
Agent Hugo, we picked
turn
up
back.
a signal from Agent 01.
Hey, enemies.
Give those henchmen a friendly welcome. See you soon.
Hugo, please stop shooting. I mean, sorry, force of habit.
No, I guess you're in the right this time.
I'm trying to figure out if you actually have health in these parts.
You must get to the green M on your GPS.
Oh, this might be it.
It's strange. It's a really strange choice structurally, design-wise, to open your game with these segments rather than an on-foot mission. If they want to do like the opening in media res, which they tried to do because there was no intro cutscene before, we just like started in the fucking jet ski, started in the watercraft, and then we had the introductions to the characters, and then we got back in the watercraft, and now we're getting to the actual gameplay, which is on foot.
Okay.
Hugo, get into your boat immediately and head to the rendezvous point.
By pushing the L
Gave her... Oh!
But be careful.
Yeah, fog grenade.
They might bring attention to yourself. You can get closer to a guard easier by pushing the square button and then sneaking past.
Yep.
What is going on?
On your speed.
Oh,
no! No!
Does he have gold teeth? Yes, he does.
Until it gets its regular color.
Oh, boy.
Press the R1 button, roll it towards a guard, and then press the R1 button. That should give you some breathing.
You know, he has... This gadget is the same if I can get it to work again. Technically the same Barbie as Barbie had.
Racism is a Bond moment, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the speediest stealth possible.
Yeah. I mean, you seem to be getting through this game faster than the long play. I was completely off about that.
Because I'm not here to waste fucking time.
Gotcha.
We're old.
It's W. Watch out for the alarms, Hugo. They go off if you get...
Yeah, shut up.
Go off.
Little trick for you. They're not so fond of a boom ball.
That gotcha. Dropped your guard. Nice.
Okay, so all you can do is stun people. Got it.
That guy is steady as hell. He will not get knocked off his feet. It's a good henchman right there. You think you'd make a good henchman?
No,
Question to both of you.
No, I'd want to be a leader too bad. I would betray my boss at the first possible instance so that I can get like some sort of like, you know, leg up on them.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be too distracted. Like a security guard who's supposed to watch security cameras.
Okay, so you really do want to stealth.
Tough luck, but Agent Hugo tries again.
Without you. Goodbye. And it just cuts the demo mode.
It's W. You can change into different super agent outfits by pushing the L.
The D-pad controls the mini-map, by the way.
But be careful.
Oh, no, it does control the character, too. It's just...
Attention to yourself.
I feel like I would make a decent enough henchman, if only because of my tendency to call people boss.
On your spookometer, you can see if the
got it, boss.
This is a habit that will serve you well.
Wait,
yeah.
Cass.
Move away until
you missed it.
What? What did I miss?
The W guy called the meter something. Your favorite meter label.
Did he call it a spookometer?
No, spook. Well, he said meter, but yes.
Hey, it's Honey Bunny.
Say something
It's
nice.
called
They call the meter the spookometer.
They do.
Not since Grand Theft Auto 3.
Funny enough, it's called that in San Andreas as well. It's called the spookometer. They kept it for San Andreas.
Alright, well, I'll be able to get past this guy before he's unstunned.
Stop
What's
that!
that camera?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about the cameras. They can't see shit.
Alright, so this is the guy who photoed you last time. Also, the entrance wasn't even, like, where you thought it was, I think.
Large. Awesome stuff. Ha! You never saw it coming.
You'll never be able to inspect that wall now. Discover all my secret plans I've written in the grout.
I'm also just wondering if, like, this being in disguise, this is probably good enough, right?
I don't know. It's weird they give you so many disguises at the same time.
Sure, they give you all the tools at the top of the game.
Yeah.
I found Agent 01. He's soaking wet and unconscious, but alive.
He tried to play this game for 5 minutes and couldn't make it.
Every second counts.
Okay, I'll step on it.
Alright, step on him.
The troll? I'm going nuts. Alarm! Everyone get that troll!
Oh, huh? Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like Alarm, Everyone Get That Troll could be a good soundboard clip for something.
They, on the fly, swapped out... They tried to trim the characters from the scene, cull all the actors from the scene. They showed our character where we were in the world. Oh, god damn it. Well, whatever.
Agent Hugo, you must...
Okay.
He's getting away with the other agent. He must be stopped now.
Fuck you guys. Man, that was as much on-foot gameplay as you get before another one of these. The pacing of this game is a nightmare. Everything about this game is kind of a nightmare, but I'm kind of fascinated by it.
I mean, you could have guessed it would be like this from the full title of the game, Nautical Agent Hugo.
Oh, I guess we know what save points look like. Because that gas station just said save on it.
I doubt I could save in the middle of a mission like this.
Oh, yeah,
ticking clock element, but...
Right here. Hurry up.
That way. Do you have a full map you can look at? Oh. Interesting. I don't know why you're fucking with this thing, because the only thing it opens up is a way backwards.
Hugo.
Okay, good point.
Grease lightning.
That's why I was asking if you had like a full map.
Oh, we have prizes.
Hell yeah, we got some prizes.
I don't know what that screen means.
Just you wait, Agent Hugo.
No, the answer is no. There is no full map.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you take a left here.
Yep.
Or if you don't get him back in time, he'll... well, let's see. He was wet and unconscious, so...
Oh,
we do
shit, we got
worse?
multiple maps, I think.
Oh, yeah, we already crossed maps, like, earlier.
Now, do we still only have like 15 seconds left now we're here? Or does getting out of that zone reset the timer?
Yeah, I'm hoping...
It'd be very funny if we just spill out into the other open world. It's like, oh my god, yep.
It did actually give you more time. You were down to like 9 seconds.
Oh, I can't do attacks. I don't have my weapons. Oh, wait, no, there we go. I just had to,
No, but right there. Wait, somewhere. Oh, yeah, we're on this corner. I think. No? It was very hard to tell with that M on the map there.
I think I know where it was.
What are you?
Now he'll never be dry again.
They won't get us that easily. We'll just try again.
Thanks, Hugo. I can always rely on you. Okay, they start us from here.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice of them. That's nicer checkpointing than Grand Theft Auto games had at the time.
This game's closest competitor.
Yeah, you see that door? I think that's
door.
the entrance. Yeah.
Aim at the villains, Hugo?
Sick. Not a second to spare. Except for the 5 that I could spare, but... Well, I'm glad we played this. I'm glad we got a taste of this at the very least. I'm not glad it has racist shit in it, but I am glad it lets you kill indiscriminately. That part tickled me.
The hospital says that Agent 01 is still unconscious.
All right, we'll have to...
So Agent Hugo saved his life, all on his own.
Oh, well, he'll
We'll revisit this one
so all is
at some point in the future, I am sure. Probably as part of Hugo Night, if and when we eventually get around to that. But that's gonna do it for the games tonight. Ooh. Boop. Hey, with all that said and done now, having played a slapdash assortment of Slapdash Spy Games, the time has come to determine scientifically what was the best, what was the worst. Oh, Charkie, start with you. What was the best of the night?
I think the best might have been Sly Spy. Just for being a straight up arcade game that had some like kind of fun set piece kind of things, had a lot of modality, did a lot of different stuff. It was kind of bullshit, but all arcade games with the era of bullshit, and I've seen more bullshit in an arcade game than that. So yeah, that just seemed like the most kind of pure like fun arcade game sort of thing that we did tonight. Second place would probably go to the Muppets thing, but I feel like that had enough flaws with it in terms of making some things annoying that it kind of keeps it held back a little bit.
Johnny.
Yeah, I'll agree with I Spy.
Nope, we didn't do that one.
Nope, did not play that.
Sly Spy, sorry. Misspoke. Yeah, it
Get his ass.
It was actually decent. Yeah, I could definitely see maybe playing it in an actual arcade being a bit annoying, but it seemed very fun. A decent amount of variety. I would be curious how hard or impossible to know without knowing it is to quote find those missing items that they hinted at. But aside from that, like, yeah, it was fun, a little stylish, a little silly, definitely very bullshit. But just like a fun little time, even if it's very short. It's it's short, condensed, fun thrill for like 20 minutes.
All right. My best of the night is Jim Henson's Muppets and Spy Muppets licensed to Croak, and it's not even close. Sly Spy was like, moderately like, interesting. It was like, it's an arcade game of the era. It was designed to swallow your quarters by delivering something that was like, sort of impressive look, that made you feel like a badass, but it's just too much enemy density, and fuck any game that like, punishes you for not knowing its unknowable secret before you attempt to play it. And probably those secrets are probably fucking bullshit to find too.
Yeah, I mean, who cares about that? Like, remember that sequel to Smash TV that was like, well, you didn't get the thing for the Pleasure Dome at the end. It's like, yeah, fuck that, whatever. I beat the game.
But anyway, I thought the Jim Henson's Muppet game had different modalities that were all mostly functional. Some of it was strange, like, the level select being like obfuscated in the way that it was definitely a choice. But, it's in service of like a knowingly goofy take on spies by way of the Muppets. And I like seeing those Muppets. So that's going to be the sentimental. And I also think like, genuinely the best game of the night, but generally the one that had the most like effort put into designing a fun experience rather than something that was trying to fucking show off technically, or something that was, I don't know. It was the one that like seemed the most focused on delivering actual fun gameplay to me. And as we get into what the worst of the night is, there's a lot of picks.
Oh dear, yeah.
Yeah, worst is gonna be tough.
Sharky, you first.
Okay. I think this is gonna be weird, possibly, but I think it's Princess Natasha. Just because even the other ones that were really bad, and there were some real bad ones. Like if I had to pick other ones, like Guy Spy was awful. James Pond was incomprehensible and confusing, but both of those made me feel something. Princess Natasha was the most boring ass game out of the whole bunch. It was like just completely brain dead. All I had to do was like for a lot of things was just stand in place and hit the kick button. That's all I could do for a lot of it. Yeah, that was so dull. It didn't even have like the oddities or the look at this kind of aspects of Guy Spy and James Pond. It didn't move like Spy versus Spy. It was just dull as hell.
Johnny.
Yeah, I think I have to agree again. There might have been some stuff in Guy Spy that was more egregious, and that was almost going to be mine. But Natasha was mind-numbing, and like trying to pay attention to it and see like anything going for it was a struggle, and it just looked so tedious. Like how long it took to fight the enemies. The enemies are just annoying bouncing bubbles. Even like de-zombifying the NPCs, which takes more than your meter of gas to do. So you have to wait for it to charge over time, and it charges slowly. Which why even have that? Like it's just a lot of like time wasting in the purest sense. It felt like of just you're doing this just to get functions to go. Yeah, and I can't put words to just how nothing that game was.
Okay, yeah, my pick is Spy versus Spy, Operation Boobytrap, because I think that was one of the worst, most ill-conceived game concepts I've seen in the longest time. I think it's a fundamentally rotten piece of fucking garbage that is at odds with itself from every design decision made. The trap 'em up gameplay mixed with how fast it moves, mixed with like the things you have to collect that are instantly reset, and how all of it is worthless when you can use fisticuffs. And it's just like every decision is like designed in such a way as to render another aspect of the gameplay completely ineffective. It's a game that is like at war with itself, which I guess is fitting for Spy versus Spy. I guess, it's what Spy's at war. It's only fitting that the game is at war with itself. But yeah, I just thought that was like egregiously badly designed. You could teach an entire seminar on how to fail at game design using that cartridge fucking alone. I think that is sleeper one of like the most strange garbage games we've played in a long time. I think like again, like it's hard to put into words just how stupid the person who schemed that up was. I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to, cast aspersions, but whoever came up with the design doc for that was like a fool and a moron, was like a stooge who like won a contest to design a game or something. Maybe it was like, like a kid, maybe it was like little Timmy who like sent in like a crayon sketch, like plotting out the game. Because whatever the circumstances are, they probably should have gotten the fuck out of game design, because you have to be some kind of incompetent to land on so many wrong decisions in a row as were made in that game. It's not even close for me. Like, Natasha was boring, sure, but like I think this one is like the war crime of the night. And it's I will give a dishonorable mention to Guy Spy, which, had its neat little animations, had potential, but wasted it with its dog shit gameplay, with, all these weighty, too long animations and just a general lack of control, and, very Amiga core. It's definitely emblematic of the Amiga. So that is definitely one that I also think of as being in the conversation. But no, it's not even close. I am still, like, I will be thinking about Spy versus Spy. As nothing as you two may have, like, thought it was, I think that is like secretly one of the worst things we've ever played on the show. It's like, I don't know if I'm crazy here, or if I'm like, like anyone else is gonna
playing it. To be fair, I think the only redeeming thing I can say is that you could probably get something out of it actually playing it with another person.
No.
Which is more than I
You'd
could
get
say
frustrated.
for...
You'd get a good fisticuffs match with your friend. You'd get into violence with your buddy over that game. Is about the only thing you get out of it.
Compared to fighting the AI, like fighting AI, I feel like would wear thin quicker. Like, I'm not saying good. I'm just saying like it would be something. Whereas like Natasha was like void of stuff, and that ended up feeling worse for me. But again, no, still very valid, because I did not have a good time the brief bit I played it at.
Well, at least I got I got to vent. Oh, Frappe Fiasco said, my friend and I literally did get into fisticuffs over Spy versus Spy when we were kids, but we still loved it. Can I fucking call him, or can I fucking call him, by the way?
I support the white, and I support the black. Fuck you. The game was fine. They just had really like different opinions on which fictional country, white or black. And Spy vs. Spy was like morally superior.
Well, I thought those were the worst things ever made by human hands, but I digress. That will do it for the best and worst. So by matter of votes, the winner for best of the night was Sly Spy with 2. Worst of the night, Princess Natasha with 2. I am the lone outlier on both best and worst, but I stand by my fucking picks. Stand by this show. Stand by your spy. Anyhow, that's my
Stand by your man, as sung in GoldenEye 007.
That's true. That is true. That is correct. But with that being said and saying, it is time for me to say, folks, thank you for tuning into this, a Slapdash Spy Games show here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Again, sorry that Colossal Cave was not ready to go, that we did not have the history section on lock. It's tough when it's as heady as it is, when I have to deal with as much like actual like history, when I feel compelled to get it right. It takes a little longer, but we will hopefully have that ready to go by next Thursday, so we can make good on that patron poll promise. We got some other shows in between now and then, like this coming Saturday, March 21st, for example, where we will be returning to Virtual Insanity, our Virtual Boy retrospective. Episode 3 will bring us some of the best games for the Virtual Boy, some of the standout titles, in my opinion, at the very least, like Innsmouth no Yakata and Virtual Lab, and I guess there's also like Virtual Boy Wario Land there, if anyone gives a shit. It'll be the one chance, probably the best shot the Virtual Boy has at like winning us over and impressing us, so tune in to see if it does. It probably won't. You can join us Monday for another Casual Monday, the show where we play not so bad games, shoot the shit, even more casually than we did tonight, if you can believe it. And yeah, it's generally the most funner the show that we do here, the funnest. And we're nearing 150 hours of backlog video content for that available to our patrons, because we're coming up on episode 50, but it's another one of our 3-hour shows. It's actually the closest to a 3-hour show. We always try to do 3-hour shows, and they end up going over. So I think some people like it when it goes long. Couldn't be me. So anyways, Casual Monday is always a cool 3 hours, give or take like 5 minutes. Anyways, this is all a long sell on it, because I think it's the easiest show to produce by some measure, and maybe the most amusing as well. So this is, again, just go watch it. Go to the Patreon, pledge on Patreon, get access to those VODs, or tune in to see it live. Whichever preference floats your boat. Tuesday, March 24th, is going to be something. I don't know what. It will be something. It's always something on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. We'll have to figure out whether we want to start a new playthrough, or throw together another theme night, or do one of our recurring segments. But we will figure out something. And then Thursday, March 26th, hopefully you will join us for the beginning of our Colossal Cave playthrough, complete with history section, as we have alluded to several times throughout the course of this particular program. That's as far ahead into the future as I care to look right now. So hey, if you like what you saw here tonight, you might consider joining our Discord, discord.gg/bghof, a community of connoisseurs, talk good games, bad games, every game in between. Things that aren't games, like food, cars, sports. What other things do we have channels for? Whatever.
Lamps.
Candelabras. Furniture.
Architecture.
I can't come up with another joke answer. Not even a mundane one. Anyway, you talk about whatever. You can also join our Bad Game Club, which is, if you absolutely have to do video games, consider joining our Bad Game Club, where we have a monthly game that we pick out. This month we picked out Castlevania for the N64 as a game that the community can come together and play, and so folk have, and continue to, and we wish them well.
Yeah.
Some folks
managed to blow up the wall even.
I'm sure that'll make sense.
They got past the AVGN point.
As so many playthroughs, as so many players often do when they discover that it's all very much performative anger on the Angry Video Game Nerd Show. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the one to just ruin that for you here now, for those of you who didn't know. But he's a character, the Angry Video Game Nerd. He's played by a guy named James Rolfe. And sometimes he does not give games the benefit of the doubt when he should. Sometimes he plays things up for performative effect. I'm sorry you had to hear it here. Anyway, go play Castlevania 64 and report on it, commiserate with other people who have played it or in the process of playing it, so on and so forth. Or if you don't like that game and that's not a game you're keen on playing, just wait till next month. Wait till April and we'll have another game picked out for the Bad Game Club. Now, if you really like what you saw here tonight, you might consider financially supporting us, subscribing on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, becoming a member on YouTube. Any or all of the above will grant you access on that Discord server to a Patreon Saints channel, wherein you can vote in polls to determine what we play, make suggestions to help steer the direction of the show, suggestions that we will actually heed and listen to as much as we can. You'll gain access to exclusive content, the likes of those 150 hours worth of Casual Monday VODs. That are available currently on the Patreon, and I can also make available. I'm working to make available to people who are not pledged on Patreon specifically, but who want to see those, who want to have that backlog, and are subscribed on Twitch or members on YouTube. So we're working on that. And you'll also be personally recognized by us, appreciated by us, thanked by us for helping keep the lights on at this here Bad Game Hall of Fame. If you can't financially support us at this current juncture, we completely understand. If you're still looking for a way to support us that is free, you might mosey on over to our YouTube channel. That'd be youtube.com/@badgamehalloffame. And in particular, there's a suggested viewing playlist that is 20 handpicked episodes of the show that we think make for some of the best onboarding onto said show that we put on. And you might consider sharing some of those episodes with friends and folk who might get into one of these types of shows that run for approximately 3 to 5 hours, covering the subject of bad games, etc., etc. Or maybe, you know, someone who is a secret agent, an undercover agent. They've blown their cover to you and only you, and they trust you with their life. And you can reward that trust by sending them this episode, I guess. I don't know how that would actually betray their trust. It's just genuinely nice thing to do. Maybe they'll enjoy it, you know, being a secret agent. Maybe they'll just actually genuinely get a kick out of this. I'm hoping this scenario plays out now. Now I've taken this joke scenario, I'm hoping that someone out there knows a secret agent, someone watching this VOD, or maybe there's actually just a secret agent watching this right now. Maybe you are the secret agent watching this episode. Hi, I hope we didn't blow your cover. We hope you didn't laugh too loud while on a mission. If so, if you're watching this like in an interrogation room, then try to turn on the interrogators onto the show as well. Try to really spread the message. Try to get this out there. Claim it's a state secret or something. Anyway, leave it at your discretion, dear viewers, what you want to do with this episode or not. It's entirely up to you. But we would thank you if you did happen to share it. Anyhow, I'm looking at other folk on twitch.tv. I'm looking at folk who are currently streaming. Let's send folk the way of one Link to the Pabst, who is currently streaming Marathon, and I ain't talking the classic Marathon, your Durandals or what have you. I'm talking that new one that came out, which I am morbidly curious about.
Apparently people like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't go into saying this is a bad game. Is this a bad game you're playing? It's probably not. They're probably enjoying it. I hope they're enjoying it. You want games to be good. You want games that come out to be good. So, do let them know the Bad Game Hall of Fame sent you, though. We'll get that underway in just a minute. Thank you again, those of you who have stuck it out this long, who have lasted this long to see the end of the show and so forth. Always appreciate when folks show up, see things through, etc., etc. And with that, we will sign off for the night. That will do it for the Bad Game Hall of Fame for tonight. I have been Counter-Terrorist Cassidy.
I cannot confirm nor deny that I've been Charkie.
And I've been, for your eyes only, Johnny Backhead.
Very good. Signing off for the night. This stream will self-destruct in 10 seconds, give or take. So let's get out of here before then. Bye!
Good night, everybody.
Toodles!
Kaboom.